Oh yeah, that was me. That was me.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I bought something.
You bought something off my car. Anyway, welcome to Min to Max 20. Tonight we'll be continuing our Through the Frost Trail arc on a Sunday. Kind of weird. Thursday didn't pan out for scheduling, and thankfully the guys, we were all able to kind of coordinate schedules and get it. I would say on tonight, but that sounds kind of weird. But we're getting it on tonight instead of Thursday.
Well, none of us have mothers, so it worked out better today.
Good thing my water bottle was in fact closed, because that would have sucked. All right, we'll set that there instead of underneath my feet, where I can drop kick the shit out of it like a soccer player. But yeah, I think no announcements for tonight besides the fact that it's Sunday. And then Morello is actually replaced with my retired military working dog, Knox, who is sleeping. Well,
Knox.
Yay!
Yeah. So
Let's make that a weekly thing.
Yeah, we can just get rid of Morello, have Knox play Morello, and we'll keep going. Just kidding. We love you. We miss you. Hopefully he jumps in later. If not, then we'll see him on this upcoming Thursday. So, but I say we jump. Let me go and make sure that all of this audio stuff is not busted.
It's not buzzed. Has it bust?
All right. Well,
I hope it's not busted.
I'll show you busted. All right. Well, shit. Let's just do this thing. So, hold on. Gotta switch it. I just opened my email.
Ooh, I have a message.
All right.
I have a message for you. Your eyes only.
So, where we left.
Put it on stream.
Where... Yo, what's the message? Tell us what the message is. So last we left off.
Oh, it's like the courier from Skyrim, dude.
Last we left off. Our group of adventurers had exited the ruins of Valenvor and had gone back up to the surface after successfully acquiring the blade that Zahir was predestined to locate beneath the in the interior space. And upon exiting, there appeared to be some sort of commotion occurring outside, which was apparently some frisky wolves trying to get it on with your oxen, which you guys thankfully repelled relatively quickly. At which point you guys spent the rest of the evening, afternoon, kind of just identifying some of the items you guys found, kind of just talking amongst yourselves, Zahir trying to figure out what this weapon exactly did, and just y'all kind of coming together, taking a little bit of time to get ready for the next leg of your journey. However, with the inclement weather kind of maintaining its intensity, you guys decided to hopefully bed down, and maybe come tomorrow you guys will be able to set out on a little bit better, maybe some better weather for your traveling. However, as dawn came, you all quickly realized that the weather did not turn in your favor, and that it stayed relatively consistent, if maybe not teetering a little bit worse. But Axoff kind of bringing up that he was getting, the dangers out here will continue ever present, whether you guys move or not, and whether it's storming or not. So you guys kind of collectively were like, we should probably just keep moving, get out of this situation faster than earlier rather than later. So as you guys continue to trek onward, you made your way for the first half of the day's travel. At which point the storm intensified and made it very difficult to continue to traverse, making the weather and the temperature and the climate, the snow falling harder, the wind blowing, and the overall temperature dropping drastically, to the point where everyone was making their skill checks with ease, except for Axoff, who decided to, he didn't decide to, but the wind was, he actively was like, I'm cold, and I choose this for myself. Yeah. But he ended up getting 2 points.
You know one thing about fucking Axoff? He's gonna choose to fail rolls.
Yeah, it's actually just for to make the plot that much better. It's the journey, not the destination. But he ended up getting 2 levels of cold exhaustion, to which point, I mean, anything further than that, and it would start to get kind of detrimental. So you guys ended up finding a little bit of a turning off point where there's a slight kind of gradient downward, enough to at least give your oxen some sort of windbreak. And Virden ended up casting his dome, at which point you guys were all inside the interior space, and Axoff was using the warm interior to kind of, warm up and get his bearings together. However, it was also at the end of the day, the sun was starting to fleet from the sky, and so it is about nighttime as you all are now kind of gathered around inside the dome, all kind of just gathering yourselves and just either bedding down for the night or, doing doing a quick turnover and potentially going back out into the storm. Up to you guys, but that is where we'll go ahead and jump in tonight. As you guys are now kind of in the warm interior of the dome, Axoff kind of huddled down, kind of still pulling his kind of clothes around him. I want to say, Sir Denrick, you gave him a blanket, if I'm not mistaken, off of your ox to give. I think
I did give him a blanket.
Well, it wasn't off his ox, that's for damn sure.
Off his new ox. He called it.
Laugh it up. My noble
Letty.
steed remains. It just changes
Hey,
form.
He actually etched in the front hero, and named his sled
Hero 2.
Hero 2.
Hero 2.
Hero.
But
Hero
as
2.
Axoff is kind of sitting down, you can see him actively shivering and just kind of shaking his hands, breathing into them as you all are now. I mean, though your constitution held, the cold is still ever present, and you have to like wipe the snot from your nose and kind of brush off the snow-clad kind of the snow that's kind of built up on your shoulders and your gear. But yeah, I want to say we ended at the start of this, so mechanically Axoff has about an hour that he needs to be indoors before you guys can think about even going back out, at least him back at his full strength, for lack of a better term.
But it's like sun's going down right now, yeah?
It is, yeah. It's about let's see. Yeah, it's about 5 p.m. and because of the northern kind of area you guys are in, the sun is setting much earlier in the day. So, but what do you guys like to do?
I think at that rate, I think we're probably better off just staying here a full 8, getting some rest, and maybe just pushing off earlier in the morning. Maybe the weather changes a little bit in our favor in that time, but we got some okay headway today, especially considering the conditions. I say to Morello, of course.
Yeah, Morello's just kind of smoking his pipe, and he's like, honestly, I would agree.
I'd be careful smoking that too much in here. I'm not sure it really exhausts.
It's already hot box. you have to find it.
Entire place.
No,
I'm just gonna try to open, see if there's shutters in here. Just gonna open it up.
You're like, no. Sadly, no.
Yeah, but no. But that's my vote is this dome here will last for 8 hours. So I say we just spend that sleeping. Does it last? Let me double check. Pretty sure it's exactly 8.
I think it is. Yes.
Yeah. But if anybody has a strong opinion on the words I just said at them, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, Exo's not looking too well, I think it'd be best to probably bed down for the night.
Yeah.
I don't know what else we could be doing, realistically.
Am I in the dome or am I staring through it?
No, everyone
can be in the dome.
Yeah, everyone was inside.
Okay, we were all in the dome. Okay.
And I will actually say an interesting point here, Virden. Considering that 8 hours from now, it gets you about since you cast it at about 5, it would get you to about 2 a.m. So you have to cast it again to get you to actual daybreak.
Right, but at the end of the cast, we would have had a long rest. If we want to leave at those crazy early hours, anyway.
Yeah, if you wanted to leave, if you wanted to leave at 3 a.m, that's definitely by all means. And I figured also, you're being an elf, 4 hours meditation, so you could realistically just cast it again, 4 hours meditation. You'd still have your full spells before you even hit, but
yeah,
there will be a moment where everyone's sleeping and you're like, shit.
Yeah. There'll be a moment where I'm just like, all right, boys, cold shower.
Nothing like waking up to a cold ice bath.
Yeah.
It's shocked.
All the snow that was on top of the tiny hood just
yes, straight into the frickin' into everyone's nooks and crannies.
Suck. Oh my god.
So is everyone going to be bedding down for the evening then?
believe so.
I will fill the tiny hut with a whimsical tune.
With song.
God. I guess that
Song.
means you're doing first watch then, Sir Denrick. I'll take up
With
second watch.
song and dance. A merry jig.
All right. Go ahead and are you going to be doing first watch for everyone else beds down?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage, and then make a performance check.
With advantage, right?
Performance? No, straight.
Yeah.
First one with disadvantage.
Also, who's piloting Murillo for the time being?
He entrusted me
Thought that
with
was
his
Sir
life.
Denrick.
Yeah,
Did you
there you
entrust yourself with his life?
I think we're
No,
talking about it
and-
on Friday.
Oh,
Bro,
okay.
IRL, bro, he did. He bestowed upon me. Perception. 12.
Okay, and then go make your performance
Nice.
But
check.
that does not matter. What really matters is the performance check.
Yeah, that does.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a performance, all right.
It's a
18
3. It's
plus.
a 3. Oh,
Oh
fuck.
Jesus
Oh, it's an
Christ!
18
Even worse.
plus performance. What is that with? One day I'll remember all this.
Performance would be charisma.
Charisma.
21.
Yeah.
Soothing lullaby for viewers.
You definitely assist these individuals in falling to sleep relatively quickly, considering that you play your lute efficiently, nicely, as you kind of lull these individuals back to the slumber of after a hard day's trek. And then with a 12 perception, as your shift goes on,
Love it.
I love when the music's just so ungodly loud. As you know, you're kind of playing your lute, kind of trying to keep an ear out. The wind is howling, as it is just whipping from the north to the south, as you can hear it.
How much does the tiny hut muffle the wind?
I mean, it's muffled, but so it muffles it to a degree, which also doesn't help your perception check, considering that you're not only trying to listen outside of the hut, but also the wind. However, you do poke your head out every once in a while, which should hit instantly. I mean, there's kind of a little bit of a wind break where the slight kind of grade down that you guys kind of set your hut up at the base of this. So it does help that when you poke out, it doesn't immediately get shotgunned with wind and ice and the frost. But as you look out and you kind of listen around, you can see the wind is manipulating the trees pretty heavily. You can see them bowing pretty far down, greater than you've seen thus far on your venture. A lot of the tops of these trees are now starting to. Well, actually, you have no dark vision, so good luck with that. But as you look out,
I'm only worried about one thing. Staying alive.
Can I, real quick, just in case you're gonna hit Todd with this, I would have liked to put down one sensor spike outside the dome.
That's fair. Yep.
Yeah, just not singular.
I assumed as much as you put that shit down there.
Okay, thank you.
So as you look out, it's hard for you to see, but the oxen weren't bedded down too far away, and you can kind of hear them like kind of shifting about like 15 or so feet away. And even in the darkness, as you kind of pop your head out and you're adjusted to this dark light, you can see this mass of all the ox and your sled kind of all bedded down, kind of in this huddle form, kind of bedded down huddle, as they're all trying to just stay, kind of gather some warmth amongst themselves. But as
My sled is huddling for warmth.
your sled is off to the side, you can see they actually pushed it away from their group so that they didn't have to get next to it. But your shift is uneventful. If you would like to wake up the next.
You hear that?
That's not well.
It's broken as fuck.
I can hear.
That is not a 23-year-old, my friend. That is.
I'm playing the lute. Well, actually, alright, I'll wake up the next folk.
Wait,
Okay,
who is
Veer-
that?
Veered,
I went
then, right?
second. I think that's as far as we established.
Okay.
You took second?
Yes.
Okay.
I say
Wait,
still
but-
Go ahead.
Almeida, if you only need 4 hours, wouldn't you want to take the third watch?
I think we are doing it so watches aren't interrupting rest. But either way, how we have it broken up, I'd still get
I
4
guess you
consecutive hours.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I
will
mean,
wake up viewed.
unless something's going down, all watches is you're just like,
Chilling.
yeah, you're not like doing anything labor intensive. So as long as you're not like, I'm gonna go fight this something or doing anything labor intensive, it doesn't intercede.
Cool.
Fjordan, what would you like to
I'm
do?
up. Well, I guess I'm just gonna be up. Yeah, there's nothing in particular I'd like to do. I know I have the books. I guess I'll crack open one of the books. Yeah, just something to keep an eye on, as I'm gonna kind of rely on Balder to mostly listen for effects.
I meant to read my book on my watch.
That's
And
okay.
I'm gonna read. I'm gonna look at the owlbear, the sorcerer, and the trapdoor. I'm gonna kind of like wince at the word sorcerer, and then I'm gonna read of rats and orphans
Okay.
because that's a lot more up my alley. That sounds like a relaxing read.
Well, Nox is having
And
an
of course, I gave the golden
intense dream.
scale book. I gave the golden scale book, of course, to Sir Denric.
Dude, Nox is having the most intense dream of his fucking life right now.
He's fighting goblins.
Dude, he's fighting, shooting
He's
goblins.
fighting rats and orphans, is what he's doing.
Of rats and orphans. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you kind of start to read into this book, you get the it starts out with these two individuals in an orphanage, obviously. And you find that one of these individuals, one of these orphans, he's much brighter than his compatriot. His compatriot is actually kind of hard of learning. He's a little bit on the spectrum when it comes to a disability or like a cognitive state.
I'll make a mental note of Sir Denric.
Okay. And it's just explaining kind of the harsh kind of environment that they have in this orphanage, and that the orphan caretaker. He
I'm reading a book about me.
Hey yo. But yeah, by the time you end your watch, you just kind of get some of this the context as to like what the conditions of the orphanage is like, and then you get to the point where they're trying to plan kind of like a breakout amongst these two, and and they're kind of planning their escape. But by that time, your shift does conclude. However, during this, you go ahead and roll. So with Balder, you do remember that if you were to send Balder out to fly, the wind is too great for him to maintain. If you want to like perch him somewhere, that's fine enough.
If there's somewhere inside this kind of little dome area where you can get like elevation but be not thrown around. Yes, perched up. That'd be cool.
Hold on, Nathan said, "You good, Nathan?"
Oh, he was frozen. I didn't even realize. I look at him. He's just skull.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he just texted me and he said his internet just like it was like taking a shit, and I was like, I still see you, and then that was it. Okay, so he's perched. Sorry, he's perched where?
On a tree outside, probably near the Walian Ox.
Okay,
If we can, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. So as you perch him up there, he has some difficulty getting up, but he does manage to fight through the wind. Go ahead and make your perception check, just straight, considering it would be disadvantaged. But yeah.
All right, well that's 16 for him.
16.
Yeah.
Kind of being out in the elements a little bit more. You do hear it's incredibly loud with the wind, and it's hard to kind of visually see anything with the kind of the frost storm that's taking place from the wind, picking up these the shards of the ice and the snow and kind of flurrying them to the south. However, amongst a lot of the howling of the winds and just kind of the trees bending and bowing, you do kind of hear at one point a distinct "oh" before it's caught. And you get the indication, probably easily interpreted to be the howl of a wolf or a creature of some kind. It didn't seem incredibly close, but enough to at least give you hopefully we don't lose everybody tonight. I don't know if Nathan said it shit itself, but I don't know if that means it's gonna reboot or if it's fucked, but hopefully we'll be all right.
Well, it was like that one day. Mine was pretty bad, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we're just not destined to finish this, but we're going to certainly fucking try. But as you hear that, and your sensor, you keep a mental note of your sensor spike while you're reading your book, but your shift goes uneventful, thankfully.
It's because Nathan dropped.
Does the oxen, do they reside within that sensor spike? Or
Yeah, I would assume you put it right outside. The oxen are only about like 15, 20 feet away from the dome itself.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that they're included in that, at least.
Yep.
Somewhat. Sure. Okay, then I'll make a note of that, but it's nothing that's so troubling to me because even though the wolves are adapted to this environment, I don't know if they're like able to freely move in these conditions, So
yeah, it's a little harsh for everybody.
It sounds like a problem for the morning or a problem that maybe our Remoraz is currently taking care of as the wolves' cries are cut short. So I'm gonna just leave it.
Okay.
The wolf could be taking care of the Remoraz. We don't know. It was pretty wounded.
Sure. I'm not counting on it.
Just a quick note. Ashley said the stream's all messed up. Is that because Nathan dropped?
Yeah, the panels will shift.
Camera,
Yeah. So it's. I just stopped worrying about it. Yeah, whatever. So there you go.
Fair enough.
But
I
yeah,
live over here now. This is where my camera is.
yeah, you're
this
now
is my
in.
new box.
You're now in Zahir. Todd's like.
I'm in Zahir.
Todd's like in Virden. Nox's body is cut in
Connor.
half. Yeah, it's great.
This stream got dark real quick.
Well, it's
I'm in Zahir. Awesome. Todd's in me. Nox is cut in half. Oh no.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
A lot happening here.
It's a dynamic day. Cool. But yeah, in that case, I'll wake up. I suppose Morello let him know for his watch, and then go from there.
Sounds good. As you wake him up, he kind of grumbles.
I'll make a note to him. Hey, just letting you know, I'm not worried about it, but I don't want to say nothing. I did hear kind of off in the distance a wolf's howl, so I have my sensor spike up and such in case there's something we don't see. But figured I'd give you a heads up.
Sounds good. I will keep an eye out. As he
Alright,
gets up and you bed down now.
Yeah.
He rolled. He rolled pretty.
You want me to roll for him or no?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you have a stats. Roll. I rolled. Just tell me what the here. Just roll. Tell me what the bonus was. I already rolled a 17, so plus whatever his perception bonus was.
Oh yeah.
But it could have been a. Oh, guess not 20 on that. I just wasted that.
Shit.
That's the worst. I hate that.
That's not even rolling for some
Deception.
bullshit. I'm just rolling it. Okay, well, shit. My next roll is gonna be 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
+2.
Okay, 19. So he keeps watch, and then he will wake up Zahir, and Zahir is plus 10 or something. So he's back. Let's go.
100.
Guess who's back?
Okay, I'm glad that it resolved relatively quickly instead of it being like Morello who just shit the bed. So
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell happened.
okay, you want to
Either
roll?
way.
You want to roll your perception check for your watch?
I do. I wouldn't love nothing less.
Okay.
Tell me what the die is,
What?
please.
Disadvantage, right?
Yes.
19 total.
Well, so on the die, what was it?
Oh,
11.
that's low. That's low
11.
for you.
Ah.
Nice.
My man just came in this stream to nerf himself.
So
But
He's
Jared
low
roll-
rolling.
Oh, that was for Zahir.
Low
Never
rolling
mind.
perception.
yeah. So as you go ahead and you take your watch, is there anything you like to do during your watch as you listen out and you every once in a while poke your head out? But
I'm guessing it's still too stormy to see anything of the sky, right?
no, yeah, you cannot discern anything. Every once in a while, Go ahead.
I can see out of the dome.
you
right?
can poke your head out and be like,
Yeah.
"What's up?" But you can't. The over.
Um,
It's fairly
Like
overcast.
visually inside, you're in a completely transparent glass dome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably just I doubt there's enough space for me to swing my sword, so I'll probably just look at it, and then if I'm feeling a little wacky, I'll look at my star map, see what's going on.
Okay.
Where you're gonna swing your sword in the dome and it's you drop it on somebody. while
There's
they're
not
standing?
enough space. I literally just said that.
Okay. Yeah, I know, but you were going to.
If there was enough space, which there isn't.
And as you consult your star map, you can see obviously the constellations reflected, and you still kind of have that projection of that one vibrant star in the eastward direction. But you just kind of observe it, kind of as a ritual thing, just kind of as a thing to kind of just calm you down, kind of get your focus. And as you're listening out, nothing eventful thankfully happens. And as you go ahead and wake Axoff up, he's gonna make his shit with disadvantage. That's a fucking 2 plus 5, not plus 5. It's
You should just start fudging his rolls to all be above 10.
what? Hey,
Give him a
then
base
you
man.
guys won't hate him, and then that's not as fun. So,
No, I want to hate him. That's good.
so there you go. And as
We
Axoff,
don't hate him. We just have to work harder.
as this point, as Axoff rouses everybody up from, Virden, you're kind of already up with your meditation. Also, there was an uncomfortable about 10 minutes when Virden's dome did drop, and you had to recast it in the middle of the night, but that is neither there nor there.
What the fuck?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna ritual cast this time, Tiny Hut. So it's not gonna take a minute. It's gonna take 11. So you
Damn.
gotta get acclimated to the weather. You gotta know why you like me. As I'm just sitting there like.
Does that does that mean we had to roll Constitution?
You're out for 11 minutes.
No, because those are 30-minute segments.
Well, I've actually adjusted it, which I'll get into in the morning. But yeah, there was an uncomfortable kind of duration of time. However, the dome did eventually reappear, and you guys were then pampered once more. So, as daybreak comes, at this point, it is about the typical time at which you guys normally get up, where the sun is just starting to kind of peek over the horizon. Not that you can see, but the clouds overhead are starting to illuminate, and there is light around you as you guys kind of don all of your gear just prior to when the dome will drop, so that you guys are all kind of fully fitted once it does. However, once the as you guys kind of looking outside, the storm sadly is consistent. It's a little bit lessened, thankfully. Like you can tell that it's definitely lessened, but not to a degree in which it is significant enough to where it's not still a fucking blizzard, and it still does not suck. But unfortunate as it may be, as the dome drops, you guys are now in the elements. Thankfully, that kind of berm of sorts is kind of deflecting a lot of the wind. And you can see that a lot of the oxen are kind of covered with snow. And as you guys kind of make your way over there to mount up, or at least gather your things, you kind of get them up as they'll kind of go to stand, like kind of like almost, you could swear, like grumbling and just kind of perturbed by the situation as they all stand up, kind of shaking themselves, kind of the breath kind of coming out of their nostrils. But yeah, the day is yours to hopefully conquer.
All right. Well, I guess I'll turn to Axoff. I guess Axoff is like, I'll just ask the group, but it's like, so there's that village next to the lake. That's our next landmark. How far are we from there? Does that sound like our destination for tonight?
Axoff, honestly, as long as we don't have any incredible complications, we should be able to actually make it there a little bit probably after dark. And I know that they board up a lot of the buildings that they have out there, so we'll probably have to break into somewhere. But honestly, it is what it is. And there's no
that does not bother me.
Yeah, I was going to say, honestly, it's not the breaking into an unoccupied building is on the fairly low end of the spectrum when it comes to B&E. So
arguably that's what we did yesterday.
Breaking and entering.
So,
I'll call the police.
Yeah. Technically, we broke and entered into a temple/tomb just the other day. So,
and
I was invited. Kind of.
Details.
You were invited on your way through the door. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, we didn't break into it.
He was basically an employee.
Sir Denrick, as you're kind of buckling the last couple straps of your shoulder, of your pauldrons and of your chest piece, kind of getting it strapped in, getting everything seated, you notice that when you first donned the armor to initially kind of to wield it, you notice that it was a little bit larger than your actual size. However, you experiencing what you experienced in good faith, decided to continue to wear that mantle. And this morning, after you doffed it, and then this morning as you donned it, you noticed that as you were putting everything on, you noticed that the pieces sat more snug. They fit a little bit better than they had the day previous. However, Go ahead.
I did put the armor over the extra set of clothes, so it'd just probably be equal to.
Right, you're insulated. Yeah, I got you, 100%.
Yeah, in regards to resistance.
Cool, sounds good.
The elements.
So, my friends, as you all are getting ready to venture forth for this day, I would like to kind of annotate. I did some adjustments for the saves. That way, we're not making a million saves. However, referring back to my tables, I did realize that your insulated clothing, considering they did not impose any disadvantage outright, they only give you advantage on the first 2 tiers of cold. And since it is a blizzard and you guys are in the severely cold, you will have no advantage for your Constitution saving throws for this leg. And the DC will be a little bit higher. So it'll be quite the venture forth here. But hopefully we can maintain and you guys can make your way. And so just for full transparency, so you guys will be making a DC 13 con save every hour with no advantage.
But for me, I get advantage still, and it's like DC 10, right?
Yeah, for you, it's the equivalent of the first tiering of what it'd be because you have the ring of the cold resistance. So, but if there's nothing else you guys would like to do as you saddle up, what is the march? Go ahead, Virden.
The only thing I think I'll make sure to do is to confer with Axoff and say, Hey, got pretty chilly out there. Looks like it's gonna be chilly again today. So just want to make sure you got everything you need. Is there anything else we can do to make sure you stay warm out there?
Honestly, I've done some further preparations for myself. It should be a little bit better today, but honestly, we'll only see as the wind blows. Considering the fact that I thought I was prepared for this venture until the blizzard rolled in, and then we saw that did not necessarily hold as well as I thought they would. But hopefully, today we might be a little bit better off. So,
Yeah, no plan survives first contact. So a blizzard's known to mess up more than just your clothes. So we're doing all right so far. But yeah, just let us know. I want to make sure we get there alive, and especially want to make sure you get there alive. So.
well, I appreciate that absolutely. Yeah, hopefully today is a little bit better for me in that regard. But and then who knows? Maybe it's the storm will actually clear up a little bit. Maybe in the afternoon or something. But as he looks around, as of right now, it seems like it's here to stay.
I go to the nearest tree and knock on it.
Okay. At which point, Baldur kind of onto your shoulder.
All right, pull. Just thing wasn't ready for him to come on my shoulder. It's like ah. All right.
All right.
Well, all right. Then then I'll just get on the captain, kind of being aware that Baldur probably still can't fly, so he'll still be kind of joining up with me.
Sounds good. All right, my friends. What is the marching order?
I'll take
I
it
see
again.
no reason to change what we did last time. Yeah, I'll still tow Sir Denric.
And then Morello, I think, is second, right? And then Axel's
Yeah, I
third.
think so.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes Virden, and then it goes Denric in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Denric, at this point with this, as you kind of get on the back of your sled, and you could, I guess, you could probably create some room to actually sit in it, but there is a portion in the back where you can actually stand and kind of like a muster sled, just kind of sit on the back and stand if you wanted to elevate yourself and be on the.
Or you can take your extra blankets and make a cozy cocoon.
Well, blanket for it?
Yeah, blanket for it on the sled, dude. You're getting chaperoned. Why not?
I mean, if I got time to kind of set it up, I think I will. I'm gonna move the kind of the stuff around. I'm gonna use the blanket to make like a roof. I'm gonna sit in there with my crossbow out.
One wrong move.
All right.
The wind catches
One
the
more.
blanket and goes flying.
Bro, it catches the blanket and your sled just goes. Your
No,
sled
that's just the first version of a helicopter, dude.
As soon as
I got
it
a
starts
gun,
going,
so.
I am slicing rope. I'm not anchoring you.
Okay.
You tell me what your elf eyes see up there, bud.
All right.
Your fortunate son start playing.
So, with that, as you all kind of, let me go ahead and find the Walian Ox stats. So, as you all mount up onto your animals, as you all are kind of cresting up into this little kind of incline, I will go ahead and have you, Virden, go ahead and make an athletics check, which would be a +4 for Kavkin, as he has to now haul Sir Denric up this kind of incline. Now, it's not crazy, but it does take some effort, as the rest of the oxen kind of just, with ease, make their way up, as Kavkin, you can hear, starts to breathe heavily. As he...
Yeah,
Well,
that's an 11.
That's an 11?
Yeah,
Okay,
one second.
that's fine.
Well, if it's not they're not going super fast. I mean, if we're going uphill, I can get off and push.
Okay, so I'd say with that in mind, and the 11, you kind of get out and you're pushing as Kafkin is going. Not incredibly difficult. Everything stays together as you then crest the hill, kind of leading the rear end of this pack as you all kind of navigate towards where you can see the clear divide in the trail where the trees are dispersed, and you guys can make your way ever eastward. So we will go ahead and be rolling on an encounter table. I mentioned that, I think, at the end of last session. And so I will need, we can decide on who wants to roll that, or...
I rolled last time, so whoever wants between the two of you.
I think we should let Sir
You roll
Denric
to see
go,
who rolls?
because Sir Denric...
Yeah,
Yo,
we can roll. Let's roll to see who rolls.
You want to roll to see? Okay.
That was fun. We can flip a coin to see who rolls.
I got the D2.
Let's roll the roll.
Okay.
All right, who's one, who's two?
He's got the D2,
I'll be two. I'll be two. This is me.
All right, go ahead. Roll to see who rolls.
Roll the one-sided dice.
It's a 2.
That's what I would say, too, if I wanted to roll the encounter table.
Yeah. I got a...
Yeah, I would fudge that roll if I wanted to roll too.
I got a 2.
All right. Well, with
Anyway.
that being the case, here, if you wanted to go ahead and roll me a D8, my friend.
A D8.
8d8.
It's actually just
That's
damage.
Yes.
That's a 1.
All right. Okay. I will. Hey, hold on. I will say. Hold on. For transparency, the storm does not get worse, and I actually adjusted what 1 meant because you guys had already rolled it. So I'm not gonna.
Just like the sun falls.
It just hits the earth.
Yeah, the sun actually immediately, like the daylight around you just immediately falters, and all of a sudden you're taking 10 trillion amount of fire damage as the sun implodes.
Yeah, I would like to give it disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, the sun?
Disadvantage on anyone but me.
Yeah.
Can I get can I uncanny dodge the supernova?
I'd like to use woe on the sun.
Hey, if you're a rogue, you can definitely apply that.
Technically, it would hurt others as well, so I can make a bonus attack against it. For being vaporized.
My man Sir Denner draws his sword, swings at the fucking sun.
I 1d8 the sun. Does the sun count as size large or bigger? 2d8.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, so you guys rolled a 1 on the for the first. Oh, hold on. Actually, I apologize. This is supposed to be like this.
So let's see what I would have rolled if I had rolled that.
Let's see.
A 2.
Damn.
We would have been better off.
Okay, so all right.
Let's see what I would have rolled.
Okay, are we doing this? Let me see what Nox would have rolled.
Look at
A 4.
Okay, we all did good. We all did good. Oh, what about Morello?
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
You roll a 5. Okay, so
Nice.
with a
Nice
1,
spread, y'all.
with a 1, the first hour goes by. As the storm, the intensity stays consistent. As the wind continues to beat into your party, as you guys continue to trudge ever forward. And it's interesting because as a lot of the adventuring so far has been relatively straight when it comes to the eastward direction. It kind of there's times where it kind of hooks and kind of doubles around and kind of goes up and down. However, there are a lot more instances where like the path kind of cuts sharp to the right or to the left, and you dip down and you dip up. And there's kind of a couple instances where the trees kind of cross into the path, and you have to take a second to kind of navigate. But for the first hour, you do manage to navigate appropriately. However, I need everyone to make their Constitution saving throws.
Oh boy.
No advantage.
No
And
advantage.
I will continue to make sure we're going the right direction with each every once in a while.
Okay.
Using my star map.
Okay, sounds good. Damn. Okay. Go ahead and tell me.
No advantage?
No advantage. Except for hold on, 2. What were the cloaks? What were the heavy cloaks? They give you a +3, right?
Yeah, that was
Here's
a
a
+3.
+3.
Yes.
The heavy. The heaviest cloak.
Okay, so
It's just
with
you need to take it off before combat.
Yeah,
right?
with the heavy cloak, Axov does he failed, but then I forgot the heavy cloak, so it'd be a +5, so it would actually pass for 13. Okay.
Let's give him the other +2.
His
The
con.
cloaks. The cloaks.
Oh,
+3.
right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
I
his
did
con,
have
so he
out.
rolled an 8 +2, 10, and then I was like he failed, but then he has the cloak for 3, so he just makes the DC. Go ahead and tell me, Sir Denmark, what'd you get?
What is my blanket for? Give me.
Your blanket for? I'll get +5.
Okay.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, I got a 23 without it.
Okay, sounds good. Viren, what'd you get?
20.
And Zahir?
Natural 1.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh
See,
no!
here gets a fucking icicle through the brain.
Mr. Popsicle.
Go. Hey, roll for Morello real quick.
I got him. He has a heavy cloak as well.
He does.
And his con's pretty high.
I'm forgetting where his sheet is. His constitution is saving throws +4 +7, 17.
Okay. With the first hour of travel, you Zahir, the cold. You don't know what it is, but today it is sucking quickly. Like you're in the front, and maybe it's just because you're in the front, maybe the wind's hit a different direction, but the shards of ice that's being picked up by this wind is hitting you in the face, and you try to pull your cloak and you try to get yourself bundled up, but it takes root and it is very cold. You do have 1 level of exhaustion. What you wish to do with that when it comes to disseminating to your party is up to you. However, on top of this, because you rolled a 1, the second hour of this journey, I will need you to make a survival check, because as you guys are navigating and you know, actually fitting into the story, as you're in the front and you're getting cold, it's kind of hard for you to tell where you need to be because you're trying to bundle up, and you're just, at some points you realize that your ox is just guiding you and you've been following it, so you're trying to navigate where you need to go, and you end up looking around and are kind of hard pressed to see which is the right direction. So go ahead and make a survival check. I think your star map gives you advantage, so it'd be a straight roll, correct?
No. But, well...
Said false.
It's mostly just like a flavor thing of, well, I can navigate by the stars no matter what is. So if you want to give me advantage with my star map, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, I think that just kind of help you being attuned with that. Yeah, I'd say it would help you. So go ahead and just roll straight.
I was just saying it's not a rules as written thing, but yeah. Straight roll, that would be a 26.
What the fuck? Okay.
He said with disadvantage -10, 32.
Okay. So easily enough, as you kind of realize and you pull, and then you see some of the other party members. You guys are kind of like getting a little bit apprehensive, and you do kind of peer up to the front. Sir Denrick, you're like reading your book behind this fort, kind of or even crossbow out, book kind of to the side as you're like,
I'm watching, dude.
Yeah, as you're keeping your eyes out. But as you quickly regain your bearing as you look at your star map, which is foolproof, even amidst this storm, you can kind of discern where you are, and you're off trajectory a bit, so you do navigate the party, thankfully, back on course. You avoiding potentially becoming lost and making things shittier than they would be. So,
Excellent.
with that being the case, I'm going to need everyone to, at the end of the second hour, go and make another Constitution saving throw for me. Holy shit, dude! Axoff is threading the needle on these. Sir Generic.
I think I actually failed. I got a 12.
Plus 5 from your fort?
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
plus 5 from my fort? Oh, okay, no, that'd be the difference. that was the one I needed.
I mean, I would like to think that with your tent, like it's not like built up on the thing, but you use your tent as like a way to like shield it, and I mean, I would assume that since you're going into the elements, you wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm not going to use this. So yeah, you're pretty cozy back there.
Cool.
So you all
increase.
Okay, so but also Morello. What did Morello get?
Guys, Morello, he has plus
7, I want to say.
Damn.
22.
Okay, Virden.
My roll was total 17.
You're good, and see here.
20 total.
All right, so far second hour. Thankfully, no one is sucking. However, at the end of these 2 hours, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Two people who would like to, with disadvantage.
I would like to.
I would say front and rear guard.
That
Can't
sounds
have
good.
double disadvantage.
You
Go ahead and
cannot.
roll it then, Toodles.
I will perceive nearby threats. Natural 1.
Excellent.
13.
13.
All right. I
So disadvantage though, Todd.
my-
Re-roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
-1. I rolled a 1. I don't know.
Okay, you're back there, and I would say because you try to keep watch, but the wind is so cold, and so the reason why you rolled so low is because you're huddled up in your blankets because you felt the wind starting to, and the cold starting to dig in, and you were like, no, fuck this, and you just buried your head into your blankets, and you just kind of underneath. And Virden, you kind of look back, and you see like you don't see Sir Denrick immediately visible as he's buried underneath this like fort that he has manufactured behind you.
Wait, hold on. If I covered myself in the blanket, though, I'd roll low on perception. But if we had to roll initiative, would I get a surprise round?
I guess we'll see. I guess we'll come if we cross that road. Then
All
I
right.
suppose we'll.
I guess they'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. So, first hour, thankfully, becoming lost was avoided. Or sorry, the first quarter of the day. Now we are going to be hitting hour 3, and we need somebody to roll on the encounter table for me.
I guess it's you now.
Yeah,
W.
sure did right.
Nice. All right, D8.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Do we encounter?
D7.
Could it be frost gnomes?
Frost. No.
Oh,
4.
frost gnomes.
4.
That's a frost gnome number,
Oh, okay.
Easier.
I see how you motherfuckers are. Okay.
Is it Wilbo?
Dude.
Hold on, we need to find him after we get paid.
Is it Wilbo? All right, hold on. Let me go ahead and check something for me, or checking something real quick. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled terrible on perception, so anyone else can veto my roll if you so.
Well, I
choose.
was trying to be like, well, I did the rules last time. You go ahead, Nat 1. All right, well, then you don't get to do them anymore. That's okay.
I thought I'd try.
Well,
We
honestly,
appreciate
so
trying.
far, so good on this venture. So at the beginning of this, you rolled a 4 for the encounter table. Now, at the start of this next 2 hours, I should have done this the first one, but the start, go ahead and have the 2 people roll perception checks for this first iteration here.
Okay.
That would be front and back, I would assume, if that's what you like to do.
Well, yeah, I rolled mine.
You rolled a 1?
I rolled mine.
No, Zahir, I think, rolled a 1.
Oh no! What?
Oh, or you go ahead and roll for
Yeah.
perception.
19 total.
19. Okay, go ahead. Sounds good. Viridin, what'd you roll?
7.
With
for
this,
myself.
with disadvantage, right? Okay. So as you both are keeping an eye out, the winds continue to bite, making it very difficult, and it's kind of frustrating because you get this ominous kind of looming of nothing's occurred thus far, and with these conditions, you would assume that something is probably going to be transpiring at some point. However, as this first hour goes by, no one has rolled their Constitution saving throws, right? Not yet.
No,
You
I don't
haven't
believe
asked
so.
us to yet.
Okay.
Up for this hour.
Okay. So as this third hour goes by, the storm's still holding. You guys are trying to discern if there's any threats immediately around you, and thankfully, thus far, nothing has occurred. However, I do need everyone to make their Constitution saving throws.
Okay. And am I doing it at the same frequency as everyone else, my rolls?
No,
Okay.
you should be doing it only once.
Okay, so okay.
Once per 2 hours.
Okay, so I've done 2 now on theirs, but so just
Okay, so yeah, you're good. You're good for now.
okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. So Denver, what'd you get?
And a natural 20.
Okay, sounds good. Zahir, what'd you get?
Natural 1.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
Bro.
Ooh.
dude, throw
Ooh.
that die away.
Bro, I'm not throwing this
Bro,
die.
jump.
Dude, the
Bro,
one's all
jump.
scuffed. You can't see it, but the one's all scuffed compared
Bro.
to every other.
Jump in the
Number.
bro. Jump in the fort, bro. Jump in the fort, bro. You're allowed.
And then
You're
Todd
allowed
for
here.
Morello, please.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
You got natural 20 for both of you?
No, for Murillo.
I think
there
he
you
said
go.
unnatural.
For Murillo.
Oh, okay.
No, I got an unnatural 20. He got a natural 20.
Okay, so here your speed is currently halved, and you're disadvantaged on all ability checks for 2 levels of exhaustion. You're fine
Okay.
while on your mount, but if you were to get off, you will
I
be
thought
sucking.
Level 3 is attacks.
I thought half movement was level 3.
Nope. Okay, so
Dude,
however,
exhaustion's fucking rough.
as you guys crest over the third hour travel, and amongst this kind of hour, Zahir, it definitely is starting to get it's getting worse. You're starting to see feel yourself shiver kind of uncontrollably. Your teeth kind of chattering quietly, and kind of the snot starting to kind of crystallize around your upper lip. However, it is amidst this hour that the storm starts to break to some capacity, as over the next hour or so, and kind of starting into hour 4, and as it continues onward, the storm seems to be lessening, thankfully. It is now going to be, instead of a roaring blizzard, is now going to be what it was the previous day, the morning half, where it's going to be moderate wind, moderate snow. So it has lessened. It is no longer a full-on blizzard. I want to say, let me go ahead and read the adjustments here. So it now just feels colder. The wind is no longer making things, Baldur can now fly if you'd like. You do have disadvantage on perception checks still, but your everything else that was with heavy snow is now negated. And instead of it being extremely cold, you are now severely cold, which instead of a 13 con save is now a 10 con save, and it is going to be every 2 hours.
And we get advantage on it now, right?
And you have advantage on it now. So that is actually a big up for you guys going forward, because that was going to start sucking if it would have persisted. So, but I will say at the end... Go ahead.
Turn to Morello, because he's the one right behind me.
Yep.
And I will say, I'm pretty sure the cold is biting right through me. Should I move further back to try and tend to myself?
Honestly, do you want us to stop? Why not?
I don't think that's gonna be necessary, especially with the storm clearing up a little bit.
Do you want one of us to take points instead of you?
Yeah, so then I don't have to be focused on that because I'm not in shape to do that.
All right, sounds good. Do you want me to see if one of the others wants to take point, or I can?
If you will.
As you see now, Morello kind of looks back to the rest of the group. Is anyone keen on taking point? Zahir needs to kind of back off into the more kind of middle section of our caravan. He's the cold is starting to get to him, so he wants to kind of recede into the line a bit. Axoff just points to his eye patch and just like, honestly, I don't think I'd be much better at the front. Even though I'm not, it's starting to set in a little bit for me as well, but not as bad as it was yesterday. So I think I think my spot is probably for the best. As he looks back to you, Veered, and Axoff looks back to you.
I gesture to a sled I'm towing. I suppose on Morello, you might be the best bet right now. If we need to, I could jot on ahead of the group, and that way you're all just following me and Sir Denric. But
well, honestly, Axoff, I mean, you also have your owl, so I mean, regardless, you could still kind of be our eyes anyway. And then if Morello, you want to go ahead and take point, and Morello's like, yeah, that's no problem. And see, then as you guys now go ahead and shift, Zahir, do you want to be farther back, or do you just want to swap places with Morello?
I could just swap places with Morello.
Okay.
Is there anything that I could do to alleviate any of this on the road? Like,
sadly,
at all?
Unless not necessarily. I mean, there's really not.
If I cast protection from elements, maybe, or protection from energy.
Let me look
for cold.
You could have got the flame whip in town. You could have hung yourself with it.
You get resistance to cold.
You said protection from energy.
Yeah.
It's 1 hour. So if you were to cast that now, it would give you benefits to ward off anything occurring then, but it would not negate the current status that your body is undergoing when it comes to the cold kind of setting in and affecting your body.
Okay, I wouldn't be able to warm up from there.
Sadly, no. It would take actual physical heat to actually assist you and alleviate, because it's not like, oh, you're cold. It's like, oh, you're cold, and then, oh, you're not. It's like the cold is starting to like affect your functioning of your body, and it has been for hours. And so casting that would ward off anything additionally, but it's already setting in, so you need to actually get warm from that point.
Okay, yeah, I'll just sit in the back and shiver.
Well, did I hear Veerden suggesting who moves?
Yeah, I mean, you had to yell to kind of overcome the wind, so you heard him as you kind of pop your head out of your.
I'll offer. Does he want to come back here and Sit on the sled. I could change. I could switch.
Bearden, you hear this, but it's kind of hard for the others kind of in front with the wind, so if you want to pass it along.
I don't think I'll say this to Denrick. It's like, well, they're switching around their mounts right now, so Morello's in the back, but is it like he's already cool? I don't know how to mechanically to say like, hey, mechanically he's all like, it's already done, and I don't think being in the blanket fort's gonna help that, but like you know, it's just like because
I think I'll sit up here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I was like, I'll always be like, yeah. Oh.
Okay, so at the end of the fourth
Fucking
hour,
guy.
as the storm kind of lessens, everyone can go ahead and make their Constitution saving throws for the hour 4. However, DC's lower with advantage. Axe up is good.
With advantage.
I don't need a roll for these anymore.
You're good. Nope, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. Like, damn! If only there's something to help my boy out. Just twiddling my ring.
20 and 19.
Light me on fire.
You'll cast Fireball on me, centered on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just make a little fire out of your ox's hair right in front of you.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Because I have all these fire
Said-
abilities.
You said airstrike centered on me.
Nox is like all like moving around, like dude, shut
got
the
it.
fuck up.
20 and a 19.
Sounds good, man.
I got 12 total.
12 with a DC 10, dude. You're cut. You're still making the threshold, thankfully.
I'm cutting this jig, bro.
You're cutting this Jimmy.
I like that.
So I will say, beginning of hour 5, I will go ahead and ask 2 to make perception checks if they would like, and I also need someone to roll on the encounter table.
I would like to do the perception check.
Sounds good.
Fucking- Yeah.
I think it's
just with
Morello's
Balder,
turn to roll on the encounter table.
if he wants, I guess.
To roll,
But,
what would you roll? What was your straight roll?
my roll for this is in the encounter table. I was rolling for perception.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This is gonna be 6
With Balder straight roll.
with Balder straight roll. Yeah.
Okay, 6 sounds good. And then, I mean, you could wait for him to come back and roll for Morello, or one of you can roll if you'd like.
I was like, I don't think the fun of it is your character rolling. I think it's just another person rolling. So I'm next in rotation.
Do it, bro.
Unless
it's,
Logan
it's Morello's turn.
to roll on the encounter table.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm rolling for Morello. That's an 8.
That is an 8. All right,
Yeah.
Dang, it's not a 1.
sounds good.
No, it's not a 1. And then who else is rolling the perception? It was myself and
Morello.
I guess Morello,
Morello's would be
yeah.
at the front. So yeah, roll for Morello.
fucking, I don't know what his perception is.
He
though,
sent it in
so-
the chat. I don't know if you have it immediately available. Not the Discord, but the text thread.
Yeah, let me check.
What do you need me to do?
Perception for Morello. He got a 7 on the die. I just don't know what the modifier is.
You can take a +2.
Yeah. We're doing great out here, gang.
Or quit rolling for him. I roll 18s and I roll for him.
He has
Wait,
liar's dice.
did everyone already roll?
He said he got that. He got that loaded dice.
Yeah, he's got
And I
I
rolled
believe-
perception.
I
Morello
already
is.
rolled. Just what's his perception modifier?
+2.
+2. All right, so it's a 9.
It's a what?
9.
9. Okay. Okay, so as the storm kind of is now lessening, thankfully the wind kind of not shifting the trees so much as they kind of were, the tops of them are bending. They're kind of starting to remain more stationary as the gusts kind of come frequently, but not on a constant kind of constant flurry so much. The snow and the ice kind of in the air is now starting to kind of diminish some, which is making it much better to kind of having to endure. And then so as you guys are as Balder's kind of peering around and looking and kind of just making sure everything's good to go, now able to fly, Morello up at the front.
We're still blind as hell.
Still struggling for sure. At the end of the hour 5, I will go ahead. Here, let me actually go ahead and. At the end of hour 5, everyone go and make their Constitution saving throws.
Get your look of superiority.
Dude, Axoff. Dude, it's a good thing Axoff. Oh my god, he's rolled like below 10 like every single time, and then actually just rolled a 10.
Bro, what is going
Let's go,
on?
Zahir's just gonna die from exhaustion.
I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna get 6 points and then just
Dude, there
die.
ain't no way, bro. There ain't no way.
Bro, there ain't no way.
Oh, damn. That was a little chilly there. 12
12 for who? Denrick
for me.
and Morello.
And then
Let me roll for Morello from now on. 15 plus 7.
Virden, you're good, and then Zahir.
8.
yeah, I have aimbot.
Damn, this guy's chilly.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 2 and then I rolled a
Impossible.
4. I was like, okay.
I want until he just falls off his horse.
That is now a
16
disadvantage for
pounds.
attacks. I want to say, is that right?
Yeah, I
think
believe
that's
so.
attack rolls.
Yikes.
I think next
You
your
did-
speed moves to 0.
No, you're
Oh, the
hey,
next-
level
next
4
is
is
your
hit
hit
point
points
is
back.
reduced to half.
I don't get hit anyway, so that's fine.
At 6, you just die, so you should stop. what you're doing.
But anyway, so as
Just be
the,
warmer.
as even though the blizzard settles, the already kind of biting cold that's settled into your system is honestly just starting to kind of decline your constitution to the point where it's difficult for your body to continue to warm itself as it starts to just feel colder and colder, and some of your body functions like your hands are starting to stiffen. You can't really feel your feet are kind of starting to go numb. You can still feel them, but it's starting to suck. And now it's like you're just spending like most of your time just trying to warm yourself up to no sadly avail, as it seems to be continuing to decline.
And I will
Unfortunately.
continue to shiver on top of Stuart.
Yeah, and I'll say Axoff, he doesn't even need to like make a roll as you're like actively now. Like at first it was like setting it, but now you're actively shivering, and Axoff will call out to you. Zahir, are you alright? It seems that you are not faring so well.
It continues to dig deeper. I don't know how I'm supposed to get away from this.
Should we stop and create a fire of some sort? Because I don't think that would be beneficial if we lose anybody from the cold, or at least, have any lasting damage.
They have
No, I can alleviate this, and I will start to cast protection from elements.
Okay.
And
What was it originally?
I'm gonna maintain cold resistance on myself.
Okay, sounds good. And I will say, it is you guys are hitting. This is the end of hour 5, so I mean, you guys have been traveling for the good portion of the day. You guys are coming up hopefully soon on your destination. But with that, Axoff just all right. Well, let us know because we don't need anybody to suffer any injuries out here. Obviously if it's preventable, and we need everyone. Hopefully we can get everyone to Snowstone in one piece. So just call out to us and we will accommodate if it needs to be.
I'll be making it, that's for sure.
He kind of
Would have
smirks.
rolled a doubt. 17.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll to believe in
Contested
him.
doubt roll.
I'm gonna roll to believe in him.
8. You successfully doubt.
6. It's not looking good.
Hey, Z,
Plus 10 faith in Zahir, so 16.
Ooh, there you go.
Zahir,
Still
go
not a
ahead.
17.
Zahir, go ahead and make because your passive perception is so high, but you're also struggling from your current conditions. I will go ahead and give you. I'll give you a perception check with normal straight roll. Because your passive perception is so high, but you're not like passively perceiving. Go ahead and make a roll for me for just perception, just straight roll with your modifier.
With mod?
With your perception mod, yeah, just to see.
21 total.
All right, okay. So like, even though
This is
just
your
to see if your passive perception would hold up. So this is basically to see if you are maintaining at least an awareness or a cognizance of your area around you.
Okay.
At which point, as you have this conversation with Axov, and you guys are now kind of dipping into hour 6 of your venture. Morello kind of keeping his eyes out, but with his low perception roll, kind of shit. And then Balder, you're looking over, overhead with Balder, and not really seeing anything that's necessarily sticking out to you. But Zahir, with your passive perception and with your roll, kind of making sure you maintain that. Off to the left-hand side, as your party is venturing forward, you can see something protruding out of the snow, probably about 12 to 13 feet off to the side, kind of in the snowbank, because the blizzard kind of has disrupted a lot of this kind of surrounding snow and whatnot. You can see sticking up, you can see what almost looks, actually make an insight check for me, with disadvantage sadly because you are exhausted.
Insight.
Can't never be a pile of gold sticking out of the snow.
Gold sticking out of the snow.
Can only go down from here. Okay, well, that's 15 total.
I would say that you could discern that it looks almost like something that they're sticking out of the snow. Almost looks like a corner piece of a box, yeah, I guess be like a corner portion of a box, of some sort, or like a container of something, and then next to that, kind of like a foot or two off to the side, kind of a little bit closer towards your path, you can see what looks to be this almost like thin kind of piece of like what looks to be fabric of some sort sticking out from the snow as well. It's about, as you're traveling, it's about 12 to 13 feet, about kind of at like almost a 45-degree angle from you on the left-hand side of your path.
There's something strange to the left, just up ahead. I'll call out to Morello.
Morello's go ahead and kind of look, and he's gonna start trying to look and see. Let me go ahead and see if he can. Oh, sorry. Whoever's rolling Morello, go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage.
Why does he have disadvantage?
Because of the wind.
Is it still? Oh, it's still
7.
Okay.
Nice. You cannot see it.
Oh, 5? I think a 5. Plus 2.
As he's looking, I can't honestly see anything, but as he kind of now at this point kind of rears his, he's like going to stop his ox, and he's like, should we stop?
I mean, it doesn't look like a lot. It probably wouldn't take long to look at it.
At this point, as you say that, he stops the his ox. At which point, now you guys kind of, as you hear stops, Axoff, you forward, and you can see Axoff, Denrick, as your sled kind of slowly comes to a stop. And I meant to mention this too: is the under portion of the sleds have these large kind of grooved like legs that allow you to easily float over the top. Sometimes you get caught and you like lurch, and then Capkin has to like and like pull, and then you lurch forward. Yeah, you have to break them out, but
filling the whole fort.
Yeah, but as you come to a stop, and these guys are now all collectively halted at this point, as you all what do you guys like to do?
Well, I'm going to call out ahead. It's like, yeah, well, what's going on up there?
Looks like there's some sort of box off the side of the road.
All right, well, I'm a feed Kafkin, I guess, but let me know if there's anything you want me to look at over there. Anything you want me to identify, and I'm going to pop off Kafkin. I'll first make sure Sir Denrick was able to hear that. I'll just be like, yeah, there's a box or something they want to investigate. I'm going to do my thing here, and I'm just gonna
hop off and then go investigate it.
Okay, so Denrick, you go and dismount your sled as you're walking kind of over, you're making your way up towards where Zahir was, because you didn't really distinguish where anything was, but you're kind of making your way. Zahir, what would you like to do?
I'm staying on top of Stuart.
Okay, at which point, after a bit, you can hear the crunching of Sir Denrick's boots in the snow as he walks over towards the middle portion of this caravan to Axoff and Zahir.
Would giving Zahir the blanket affect him at all?
It would not actively warm him up.
Well, I mean, like, can you stack it on top of the bonus from the cloak or no?
No.
Well, I'm not rolling anymore with my cold resistance that I'm maintaining.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you're dead.
Yeah, I died.
All right.
What is it? What did you see?
There's a crate just off the side of the road, off to the left, just up ahead.
Crate?
Yeah.
How deep is the snow?
It's pretty fucking deep. Like, you have to get out, and it's probably about above the knee at this point. Like knee depth is your, and that's like, yeah, and that's
all right, well,
it's pretty slugging, bro.
I guess keep an eye on me, and I'll hand you my repeating crossbow. And I'm gonna...
He gives the man with disadvantage on all attacks.
And I'll put it down.
Before... I guess, I don't know you're dying, do I?
I mean, you go up to him, he's like...
Before I let go of him, I'm like, you doing alright?
I'll make it.
Alright, well, don't go dying. Don't go freezing on us just yet.
I'm taking the precautions. Right. I'm taking necessary precautions.
You can almost see this kind of shimmer of this radiant energy, almost like kind of deflecting. You can see like snow kind of hitting, but like kind of deflecting off off his body, and kind of just flowing away from him. However, Axoff kind of unslings his crossbow, I got you. No worries. I got you, Sir Denrick.
I'll be right back.
And Zahir points.
I'm gonna trudge on through.
And Zahir kind of points
I'll
over
point
to
it
the
out.
direction where it is, and so you just start trudging through.
Do I see Sir Denrick going alone with no one else with him?
Yeah, I mean,
Morello would have gone off and gone with him.
you're right. So Morello's going.
Okay.
I mean, you
I
have.
thought-
That's a Morello thing to do.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're piloting Morello. You can have him do whatever you want. Let me hear your best Russian. Let me hear your best Russian accent, Todd.
We will have him stay close.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So as now, Sir Denrick and Morello are both making their way to this weird kind of object in the snow. Legendarily good. Oh yeah. Hey, nice.
Legendary IPA.
Non-alcoholic ginger beer.
Arizona tea.
Sponsored by none of these.
Extra alcoholic Arizona tea. All right. Anyway, yeah. I guess Morello will dismount and he'll stay kind of close, but he doesn't have to go all the way out there with me.
Okay, sounds good. So he's dismounted, kind of.
Something tells me he would be wary of traps.
Sounds good. Axoff on kind of. Axoff will dismount, but have his crossbow and kind of like half up and just make sure nothing stupid happens.
He dismounts to lose the height advantage. Classic Axoff.
Classic Axoff, yeah. He actually like glazed prone and is just like ready to go as he's down.
He's just underneath all the snow, can't see or hear anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gives him disadvantage on everything. All right, what happens?
But so as you kind of, as you're trudging through, kind of sword drawn or not drawn?
Not drawn.
All right. So as you trudging through, as you get closer, you can see similarly to what kind of Zahir was describing. You can see almost this like kind of corner connecting kind of rectangular portion of what would be almost like a crate of some sort or a container. And then you can also see this kind of like line of fabric kind of gently laid on top of the snow. And as you make your way over to it, you can't see much even from getting closer. But it definitely looks like the corner of a box of some sort. And this kind of this fabric that's laying on top of the snow kind of, and you can see that it goes deeper underneath, but this portion is just elevated and off, and it's kind of skewed kind of in the direction of where the wind was blowing north to south. The wind probably had uncovered it and shifted it slightly. And I think you can see my elbow or my other arm when I do this.
I was noticing that, yeah.
I got 3 arms.
Like there's a point when you turn with the book, and I just saw the corner shoot off into the camera.
Nice. But as you get closer, you can discern that the piece of fabric looks to be like, it would probably be like a belt or maybe like a satchel strap of some sort. But that is about the extent of what you can discern. As the remnants or the continuation of these items or objects go beneath the snow, so you'd have to go up and physically pull them out.
I'm gonna think to myself, I probably shouldn't just pull on this. I'm gonna dig it out a little bit.
Digging which way? Are you gonna follow the strap or are you gonna follow the box?
Oh, strap.
I think I'll start digging out the box.
Okay. So as you kind of start to shift and you start to kind of uncover this, you can see that as you uncover, you can see that it was in fact a container of sorts. And as you kind of start to move and shift it, you can see what looks to be this. It's fairly the width of it is fairly let's see here. The depth of it. No, that makes no sense. Hold on. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, you can see that it's a narrow box. It's long, and as you continue to uncover it, you can see that it's jammed in almost at like an angle as it's propped up, and you can see that the top of it goes farther down. But as you kind of reach over and start to like clear out some of the back portion behind of what you're facing, you can see that it's probably only about 6 to 8 inches kind of thick. But as you continue to kind of uncover and disperse the snow, you can see that it I don't know why. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. You can see that it's no. You can see that it's about 6 to 8 inches like tall, meaning like width of it. But then you can see that as you're uncovering it, it's about 2 feet across wide, and then as you continue to unburrow it, it hits about 2 to 3 feet long, and it still goes deeper underneath the snow. And so it's this long, kind of thin, rectangular case of sorts, and as you're undoing it, you can see it's very well made. It's not like a rudimentary kind of just wooden box. It looks like a case, like a metallic case. As you can see that there are like bolts and like things to keep it secure and locked, and it's not fully metallic, but it is heavily metallic in construction.
Can I roll to see if I recognize like the make of it?
You can see. What do you mean? Like it's metallic? What do you mean? Like the construction?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll investigation check. Oh, actually, if you're not touching it, you can roll a perception or an insight. Roll an insight if you want.
No. I guess I will touch it.
Okay. So as you reach out to touch it, you make contact with it. You do have gloves on, which you would assume that a box of metallic and construct would probably be extremely cold. And as you put your hands on it, the cold does kind of seep through through your gloves, and you can't just manhandle it for extended periods of time. But you feel it. Nothing initially procs or nothing happens. But as you kind of feel it, do you want to like pull it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna start pulling it out.
Okay, so as you go ahead and like grab it, kind of shift it, and then you eventually kind of retrieve it from the snow, kind of where it was tucked into the snow at this angle. You kind of pull it up and out, and it's extremely heavy. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
How far out do I have it?
It's almost fully exposed, but it's still resting kind of up into this because the snow's deep, right? So it's almost here's like the snow layer. It's like jutted out at like a weird angle, kind of like this. As it continues deeper into the snow, you kind of have like one portion of it sticking up and out.
Does it say Stark Industries on the side?
Yeah, it's actually just a Tomahawk missile.
Oh, javelin missiles?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rimmerez won't know what hit him.
Say, athletics?
Huh?
10?
10? Okay. So as you... Let me go ahead and make sure everything's still functioning appropriately. Okay. So as you go ahead and you grab it, it takes you a second, and your party members see you struggle briefly, but eventually you do kind of have to dig back into the base of it, and the rest of you do see that he is now revealing this sizable case, and as you eventually kind of pull it free, and you can see on one face of it, as you kind of pull it up, you can see on the face of it there is a handle, and you can see that there are 2 locks on either side of this handle, as you then kind of shimmy it and almost like kind of reset it.
Great, let's go.
As you now set it on top of the box or of the snow itself, it sinks briefly, but now instead of being buried, you have it now kind of on the snow surface. And as you look, you can see that this box, the coloration of it, it's black and kind of silver kind of lined box. And I redact what I said earlier. It is completely made out of metallic in construction. There is no.
With that, I'm assuming it's not open.
It is not open. No.
It appear to be open at all.
It is not open. No.
Yes.
I think if I see this, I think I'm gonna make my way over. If that's all right.
What were you doing with Kavkin exactly? You're feeding him?
I was just feeding him, just because I know he's been pulling a sled. I just want to give him some extra food.
Okay.
You know.
I wouldn't say it's notable enough to get rid of half day's rations, but
yeah.
It cuts a little bit. But you're just like, here you go, buddy.
Yeah.
But seeing this and seeing Morello over there as well, and Morello kind of halfway, not immediately right up on Sir Denric and Axel, kind of being like, "What is that you found?" As you now have it set, now Verdun, you go ahead and start making your way over.
Some sort of locked metal crate. Seems to be well constructed. I'm gonna take it with us.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Can't really tell what it is.
At this point, and then for the full dimensions for the mind's eye here, so it's about 2 feet wide, so it's about 2 feet across. It is about 3 to 4 feet in total length long, and it's about 6 to 8 inches tall.
How heavy is it? Roughly,
for Sir Denric, I mean, as he was going to move it, it's probably about 30, 40 pounds.
Oh, okay. There's heavier things on the sled.
Yeah, and I mean his plate armor is heavy.
Let's set it to the side, and I'm gonna start digging out the fabric.
Okay, so as you start to kind of grab onto this, what looks to be like a satchel or belt of some kind, as you start to kind of grab it, and you start to pull, and you can see where it descends into the snow as you're pulling it up, and as you kind of are shifting it and retrieving it from underneath, there is resistance, and you kind of have to disperse some of the snow that's between the satchel that you're pulling up and the actual whatever it is that it's connected to. And eventually you do, as Bearden, you walk over, you pull out this very nicely leather satchel. Nothing too incredibly distinct about it. It's about yay big. It's not super thick. It's not like a backpack. It looks like it'd be like a side satchel. It's relatively narrow in construction, but it's relatively large when it comes to like depth and actual stuff you could put in there. Kind of a brown leather. It looks like it has seen some age, some wear and tear. Especially being out in the elements as it has been, and you do see that there is you see a flap that is clasped. It's not clasped, but the flap did, as you pulled it up, it was flapped closed, but it's not like clasped or anything. There is a portion where you could close it, but it is not fixed. As Bearden, you step up.
No. What's you got there? Yeah, I'll just take a peek as he's opening it up.
Looks like some unlucky fellow's handbag.
Well,
should we open it?
Well, let me do a safe thing real. Well, at this rate, if you already moved the big metal box and you're not dead, I don't think that bag's going to be any worse. But just in case, I'm going to cast detect magic.
Okay, so as you cast detect magic, you do discern that there is two. Actually, you just blow up.
Treats.
2 holy hand grenades.
Dude, I'm going to straight up bulldo it if I get 2 hand grenades.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually just a bomb, bro. This is actually the next part of your quest. You had to retrieve the sword, then you had to retrieve the nuclear missile, and now you're all set for Snowstone.
A couple thermonuclear warheads never hurt nobody.
Hell yeah.
Aside from all those people.
Let me go ahead. I'm going to hold you guys here. I'll hold you in a moment of...
No miss.
Moment sus.
So I'll make sure everything's good for the audio and whatnot for the stream.
Oh, gotcha.
So as you cast this incantation that allows you to see the auras of magical properties and things in your space, obviously Sir Denrick's armor lights up in amidst the other things that you had commonly know. However, within the bag, as it is closed still, you do sense 2 magical auras, and within the case you sense a magical aura as well. Actually, the case case itself glows, and then something within it glows as well.
Shit. Hey, as you're getting your hand, like, maybe hold up a second, buddy. Yeah, there's at least 4 magical items in this area. 2 in the bag, the box itself, and something in the box.
Oh.
Yeah,
looks
you
like
found.
It's our lucky day.
Let's make sure it's lucky.
How do we tell the difference?
Well, if you don't mind, I could take the bag with me, and I can identify them as we travel. And if you want to take the box over there with you, perhaps when we post up for the night, our friend Axoff might be able to unlock it. Looks like. Maybe I'll identify the box as well beforehand, just to make sure it's safe. But whatever's inside it.
Sounds good to me. I'll hand you the satchel. Let's get out of here. It's cold out here.
All
right, sounds good. So as you go ahead and
hoist the box.
Yeah, there is a sturdy handle affixed between these locks. As you go ahead and grab it, and you go ahead and pick it up, and you make your way kind of over. Axoff took a couple steps in with his crossbow, just observing the area. Let me go ahead and make a perception check. Yeah, it's a 2. Good job, Axoff, you piece of shit. And then, so as you guys are now at this point making your way back to the actual, I'm changing dice. He no longer gets the red dice. He gets this. This green die.
Would Bearden notice any more auras beneath the snow, if there was?
Yes, he would have.
No, it wouldn't block. Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay.
He would have, and there is nothing.
Yeah, because it's a 30-foot radius. That's why I cast that.
Yep.
If we keep digging through the earth,
But
Mine.
we will eventually find.
as you kind of haul this case back over to your sled, which I mean, at this point, the sled's being kind of convenient since this would have sucked ass for an ox having to carry it. But you just onto the sled. You get it kind of tucked into your fort.
I muttered to myself, maybe this sled isn't so bad.
As Axoff, as Virden, you're kind of walking over to where Axoff is because that's where your mount is. Axoff actually kind of gestures over to you. Sees Sir Denric going, but then calls out to you. Virden, is there anything of what did you discern from these items or these I guess containers?
Nothing definitive yet. I know whatever's in this bag is magical, so I'm gonna try to identify it as we travel. Then
Alright.
that box has 2 big old locks on it, so maybe when we land wherever we're landing, hopefully tonight in that little fishing village, perhaps you could take a crack at unlocking it. The box is magical though, so I need to identify that too. But I figured we can start moving now.
Do you want me to just take a quick look at it to see if it's trapped, or do you want to actually do that when you stop for the evening?
Figured when we start getting into it, yeah.
Sounds good. I honestly do not feel like setting off any more traps, at least not at this moment. As he then slings his crossbow and mounts back up onto his mount.
He just has the repeating crossbow now.
No, he has his.
Okay.
All right. Well, there you go.
I guess I would have.
So
I would have loaded it, and then I'll go back to Zahir. Do you want to hang on to that, or do you?
Zahir or Virden?
The crossbow.
Oh, Zahir does have it. Yeah, right.
I will not make good use of it, so I'll hand it back to you.
All right. I'll take it.
my man has magical rocks.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And so, just so you know, I'll be ritual casting Identify on these 2 if we can while we travel. If I can do that.
So
I'll
just
give you-
for
I'll give you-
understanding, for to identify an item, you have to let me hold on. Before I say that, let me go ahead and make sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have to physically touch it, so you can't identify something within an actual.
No, I'll pull up the individual objects and do it. I'm pretty sure I have to be touching it.
Oh, great. So do you want to go ahead and start fumbling in the satchel?
First, if you're going to be that specific with your language, let me return in kind. I will first open up the bitch and look inside as I'm getting uncapped, and we get ready to move and all that.
All right.
But no, I'll open up and look in and see, because there's 2 items, but I don't know what else is in there.
It's true, and it's not very heavy. Like it does feel like there's obviously contents in it, but it's not like filled to the brim. It's still fairly flattened, so it wasn't like it was bulging with anything. Hey yo,
Hey,
but
this bitch a mimic.
all right. So that's okay.
I give you one hang in there, Zahir.
Well, there you go.
And I give you 1 thanks.
And I give you 1. Let's look inside this motherfucking purse. So as you open it up and you look inside, your detect magic's still activated. You see within. You can see what looks to be, without reaching inside immediately. You do see what looks to be like a coin purse of some sort. You do see what looks to be this kind of like a stick. Like a stick or elongated kind of piece of wood. As you kind of shift things around, you can see that it looks like the makeup of a wand, which is something that you would have.
So detect magic is still up. Does that have an aura?
Yes.
Okay.
So
And then
you see that the stick kind of like wand-esque looking thing is illuminated, and you see that there is a vial inside that's also illuminated.
Okay.
Well, I should say
first
like
off,
a
coin
like
purse.
coin
Coin
purse.
purse immediately.
You just whoop.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Cost of
Coin purse
business.
of mimics.
So as you pull it out, some of the coins do kind of falter, and you kind of have to reach in. You eventually count it, so I can just tell you now, so we don't have to go back to it. It is going to be 80 gold pieces, 23 silver pieces, and 50 copper pieces.
Oh, my first copper, so that rounds me out to an exactly even number of gold, so I'm happy with that. How many silver before I forget? 23?
23.
23, so let me just plug that real quick. Okay, awesome. Got it all set up.
Okay, and then you do pull out the vial. The vial is going to be, it's going to contain a liquid that's purplish and blue in coloration.
Cool.
And then go ahead and make a history check for me.
Yeah, no problem. That's not a
Okay,
great
sorry.
roll. History.
I did
I'm
the-
actually not even proficient in history. That sucks. 12.
12. I mean, it wasn't a crazy DC. And you have this knowledge. So you do recall that when you were in Grimtool, that they were selling a potion of mana that had a similar coloration to it.
Ooh.
And
So I'm gonna start. Was there any identifying marks on this purse?
there was not.
Or
It was
just
just
a trap.
It was
Okay.
just like a brown leather satchel of sorts.
Okay.
And then you do see as you pull out the wand, you see that the as you pull it out and you look at it, you can see that it's this brilliant kind of red and brown coloration to it. And you can see within the wand itself, you can as it comes to like a fine point, it's kind of cylindrical. Like a cylinder, kind of like what most wands construction are, but towards the back of it, it almost kind of rectangles out to a degree. And by the other end of it, it has kind of like a rectangular square end at the back of it. Smooth still, but just has this weird kind of transitional kind of construction to it, oddly.
Okay.
And then on the sides of it, and as you kind of twirl it in your hands, you can see that there are 3 what looks to be motes of flame as they all kind of spiral around each other and intersect as they all kind of make their way down towards the actual casting end of this wand as they then come to the point, and you can see this kind of like combined flame kind of etched in design.
Got you. First things first, I'll identify that as we travel.
All right, as you go ahead and travel, it is a wand of scorching.
Wand of Scorching.
The wand, and I'll send you this. The wand of scorching has 4 charges that allows the wielder to cast Scorching Ray at 2nd level or above. The number of charges expended is determined by the spell level used to cast the spell. The wand regains 1d4 plus 1 charges a day.
It has how many charges? 3?
It has 4.
Oh, it has 4. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so you can either cast. So you can either cast 2 2nd level Scorching Rays, or you can cast 1 4th level Scorching Ray, or 1. If you cast if you cast 1 3rd level Scorching Ray, obviously you don't have enough charges left to cast it again.
A second. Yeah.
Yeah. So
if you're gonna go for 3, might as well go for 4.
at that point, pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Cool.
All right, and with that, we'll go ahead and conclude our 6th hour of travel. Everyone, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
No.
Actually, Todd, make 2.
Says
Make 2.
says I don't wanna. Says I don't wanna.
You Virden and Zahir, you were good.
And I will cast another protection from energy.
Sounds good. That will be your 2nd casting of that.
Denric passed with 20, and our friend Morello passes with a 17.
17. Excellent.
That's like the 3rd time I've rolled 20 and 17 for those.
All right, my friends.
Get a new dice generator. Todd.
At the start of hour 7, I will need 2 individuals to roll perception checks, and I will go ahead and need an individual to roll the encounter table.
For perception checks, am I still doing identify, so I'm unable to do that, or?
No, I mean, identify as a ritual, I'm pretty sure. I mean,
Can you?
Because I did
cast
the
it
wand,
on
then I would also do the potion after that.
I don't think you. So if you're moving, I will say this: you can't identify as a ritual while moving. If you were just identifying
Well,
them.
I'll burn the spell slot for the wand then. That's okay.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Because it still does take a minute to cast, so you could do that while moving. But yeah, to do it ritually, it would require you to stop.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that was quite the fortuitous roll for you to hit. So.
Alright, I'm on a roll, so I'm gonna roll on the encounter table. If it's good, it was me. If it was bad, I blame Morello.
Yeah.
It was him rolling it.
Sounds good.
Understandable.
Sounds good.
Alright. Unless you guys really want to roll.
No, we're kind of going to that order now.
Unless you guys want to contest.
No, I'm going to contest.
D8.
There it is. I just rolled for perception, by the way, when we do that.
You
A
said
whopping-
2?
2.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good.
Then, Yeah.
So I will say, and like I was mentioning earlier, right before you guys potentially got lost, but thankfully Zahir was able to keep you guys on track. So nicely done, Zahir, carrying the group at least in that front, and then carrying the group with also burdening all the snow accumulative effects onto your body as well.
Really appreciate that.
And I've been trying to maintain our cardinal direction.
Yep. So, however, as we are now entering okay, hold on. So you roll a 2. Let me go ahead and write that down. As we're entering now hour 7, at this point, the terrain, was being a little bit more interesting when it comes to disrupting your path. At one point, there was a diverging path that cut the party into 2 different lanes, left and right. But eventually, as you guys, kind of overcame that obstacle, choosing a direction, it eventually pretty quickly realized rounded back to the same collective path, venturing forward. Nothing to be really, too exciting in that venture. At one point, there was also a couple instances where you had to go down and go, and curve and just varying with the landscape. At one point, you had to go up kind of this taller hill, cresting over it, and then descending and making your way. Thankfully, the storm lessening has made it much easier to navigate this. Nothing has really put you to the point where you were going to be getting lost. Especially with Zahir keeping your direction.
Has the environment opened up more? Is it more open, or is there still?
Well, let me get to that, my
kind
friends.
of wooded.
As you guys are now, it's been pretty dense thus far. But as you guys you stopped for the case, got it back on, and as you guys were trudging forward, towards the end of hour 6 and starting hour 7 where we are now, you can see that the trees are starting to disperse, and they're starting to get less dense. There's starting to be more spacing amongst these trees. And so you're kind of almost opening up into this more kind of plains area as you see the hills kind of now a little bit more rounded off, and you see large rock formations and scattered around. And you can see now as you're now exiting this, you're now exiting kind of this kind of densely forested area of the dire frost. You can now see a little bit more kind of farther out, though the inclement weather is not helping you too much. But as the day has progressed, the weather is starting to lessen and lessen. It is still within the categories as it was, but it's starting to kind of clear, and you're hoping that potentially as you guys bed down, or at least at daybreak tomorrow, maybe the storm has passed in its entirety. However, go ahead and make your perception checks.
So I rolled
Morello.
unless you want me to re-roll.
Nope, you're good. Tell me.
Morello?
Okay. So with Balder, that's an 18.
Morello.
18, sounds good.
Morello gets a 14.
Hey,
18,
pulling our shit
14.
together.
Okay. Sounds good.
A whopping.
But yeah, as
14.
you're keeping eyes out with Balder and looking out, and Morello's keeping a nice point, and the trees are kind of opening up some, which is making it easier and nicer for you to do and be able to kind of to determine the landscape around you. This is a sick violin solo, but not really what I'm going for right now. Oh, he's killing it right now. Oh shit. Yeah. So far, so good into this first hour, and as hour 7 ends, we will go ahead and be beginning hour 8. Go ahead and everyone make their Constitution saving throws. And the sun at this point is starting to crest over the western kind of horizon as the light is starting to dim. Thankfully, it's a little bit more kind of illuminated at this point in the day because you no longer have dense canopies covering you, but it is starting to darken. Everyone go ahead and make their Constitution saving throws.
Do we need to make them?
Virden and Zahir, you're good.
Yeah.
Denrick and Morello.
Morello rolled 15, so Denrick rolled 28.
All right, so far so good. Nice.
Did he pass?
Yeah.
28 does not hit.
I retreat.
Just give me. Hey, don't look at what I'm doing over here. Hey,
I'm watching what you're doing over
hey,
there.
don't look over here, bro. Hold on. I'm not doing anything.
I see what you're doing.
Bro, nothing is open. That book was actually it's the Bible. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Is that the Beholder page in the Monster Manual?
Actually, it's the Ancient White Dragon page, but close, my guy. No, so as you guys are kind of navigating this space, and as hour 7 ends and hour 8 begins, you can see that a lot of these rock formations are starting to creep along the kind of landscape around you. As they almost start to kind of bottle you in a little bit and kind of encase the roadway that kind of the roadway that kind of generates this path forward. And you don't so much, you still have the tree spacing that kind of is helping distinct where you're going. However, it's not so much of it's not so defined anymore, seeing as the landscape is starting to open up and these rock formations are kind of starting to take over the landscape and these hills are starting to kind of break up your visual range. Please hold. Holy shit. Oh my god.
My die. Oh my fuck.
Oh, there we go.
No swearing.
Extra swearing.
Okay. So, as you guys are making your approach, continuing along this path, you guys are almost done for the day. This long venture forward, though cold, some colder than others. Honestly, for the most part, rather fortunate in the circumstances and the events that you found yourselves here, making it so that you guys did not lose track of where you needed to go. And then the storm lessening, as well as finding these items of sorts. That is obviously, finding magical items is always super fun. However, as you're keeping an eye out, you rolled a what again, Virden?
I got an 18.
18, okay. And then Morello got I think a 12 or 14 or some shit. As you guys are kind of making your way along this path, continuing to the east, as these rock formations are kind of starting to get closer and closer to your path ever onward, but you're keeping a vigilant eye while they're kind of peering around and ensuring no danger can, fall upon your group. However, as you get to a point where there's these two kind of large rock formations almost kind of, they don't directly jam together. There's this kind of narrow passageway up ahead and continuing forward. You see these kind of tall rock formations kind of jetting out and kind of hooking off to the left and the right of the path. As you guys are making your way forward, all of a sudden you see from behind the visual kind of scene that you have, you see this massive white wolf, familiar to you now multiple times, as you see one jump up onto the tops of these rocks. Off to the right hand side, you see another jump up to the top of this rock. Give me 1 second.
I would like to roll my eyes.
He says,
Bro, these bitches keep coming back.
He says they never learn.
All right, so as you see one of these large wolves onto the rock, another one next to that one. You see on the right hand side one jump up. You see a second jump up. So two of these massive adult winter wolves to the left and the right, and then you see a couple of smaller ones, a couple pups, kind of almost burst out of the snow to the sides, obscuring, with their white coats, obscuring the their visual kind of distinction, breaking up the ability for you to be able to see them. And you sadly not rolling high enough on your perception, was not able to discern that these wolves were stalking you. And then as they now they're kind of encompassing these rocks and blocking the pathway forward, I will go ahead and ask you all to go ahead and roll initiative for me as we go ahead and jump over to Tailspire.
Oh god.
Dang. Best part of the day.
Good thing I updated Tailspire earlier.
I need to update Tailspire.
I don't even know. I didn't know there was
400
an update.
megabyte update.
That's crazy.
Tailspire. Tailspire?
Oh, is there going to be an update?
If my Steam will launch.
Yeah, mine's
You're
actually
damn near dead right now.
yeah, this will be interesting.
Tell someone who cared. Be right back.
Sounds good, man. We're just gonna get this set up.
Wow,
So just give us a second, ladies and gentlemen in the audience. Please hold as we get everything gathered together here.
Right. I am in the Through the Frost Trail campaign right now.
Okay, sounds good.
So
I think I'm just not gonna do the essay. Because I still have a B+ in the class.
Okay, my Steam is not. Oh, there it is. Took a
But
while.
this class doesn't even count. This class doesn't even count. Well, I can't. It'll affect my GPA.
Let me see. Actually, I guess I could probably.
You know, but it doesn't count for anything towards my. I'm just not gonna do it.
Nice. Okay, that worked. Let's do that. Okay, so go ahead and roll. Or if you're not already in the game, it should be the encounter table maps.
I have to wait. Yeah, we're here.
Okay.
Knife in my hands.
Here we go again, boyos. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out how to do this real quick. Oh, shit. How did I do it? I forget.
What are you doing?
There's a way that I could copy this this entity to give it so that his name would have already been adjusted. I forgot how I did it though, because all it's gonna do is direct me. Whatever. So that'll be
flying.
Yeah, because I'll set you guys up. I had you fly because you're on your mounts.
Yeah, because it's mounted. Yeah.
All right, so it would be 4 and then 4. Oh, shit.
And then just be like, after you get your essay. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Where's Todd's sled?
Yeah, you see, it was a crate, but I have to grab it real quick. One sec. Please hold as I figure this out.
Realize these technical difficulties.
Yeah, I thought I had a way to make this a little bit more quick, but it's obviously not the case, and so that is okay. Oh, that is one too many. GM tools rename. Oh, hello. By the way, I actually had to go online, Zahir, and I would like to say that you were correct. I went online to double check because I wanted to see what other people had said. And Fairy Fire, after the initial hit, as long as you maintain concentration, it does proc and it stays on a creature.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of however you want to rule it, and I really don't care if it's a glitter bomb or a fucking whatever the hell else they called it.
no,
It's
man.
mostly up to you. It does seem pretty fucking cracked if it just stays on them.
Yeah, but I mean, you also got to realize the circumstances were also that I couldn't break concentration and there was a single creature, and that's just it is what it is. Like it's not a crazy spell. As if you get your ass beat and you break concentration, like that GG, you know.
Yeah.
They also can make it save. If they make the save, then it's literally useless, you know. So it is what it is. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was and I just wanted to double check that other people weren't saying anything different. So.
Mm-hmm. So how are you gonna rule it going forward?
It can leave the it can leave and still be affected. So yeah, you're good there. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. What is
All right, give me a second, my friends, to go ahead and get this all set up here.
Damn, I
Yeah,
really
anyway.
wanted to try something next time we had combat, but I am
Dying.
That's very fire.
3 points of exhaustion deep, so never mind. I guess
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Stop and take a break. Fuck that. We push.
Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, me balls.
Yep.
Yep.
They were kind of bursting
Same
forth
with
from the
Trevor.
snow as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny to be setting up this combat like doo-doo-doo. It's like playing like normal fucking music, even though things are about to get kind of weird.
I'm
A
listening
little
to
bit
silence.
wacky or perhaps zany.
You have it up on the stream or no?
You know what? I don't. Thank you, Seth. Let me go ahead and actually. I think that's actually a good way to mitigate it, I guess. Instead of. I was all like, oh no, I'm going to reveal all these things. And if I don't switch it over, then no one will ever actually know that it's happening on stream. So.
Until you talk about it.
Well, until they don't see it either. So that's also pretty cool.
Oh, it's like the stream just right now, like, we'll be right back with you, like elevator music.
No. So it was on the normal chatting, and then I had to switch it over to Tailspire, and I didn't switch it over to Tailspire. So I'm over here like being secretive, like don't want to show too much, even though it wasn't switched over, so no one could literally see it. So that's actually.
I mean, I can see it.
Well, now you can. I just switched it over.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah, I can see it just because I'm a player on Tailspire, I guess. But
Oh,
I can see your DM side of things.
Got you. I see what you're saying. Yes, sir. Okay. Go ahead and grab your mini and put them to the respective floating. You're floating because you're supposed to be mounted, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Hold on. So you guys were kind of like. Let me go ahead and move you.
Morello, I can't really.
I guess actually that's about accurate. Hold on. So it'd be Morello in the front, which Morello is kind of the gold.
Mm-hmm.
So would probably be right about here. Blue is
I think
Zahir.
that's me.
Yep. And then red is going to be Axoff, which he would have been third. And the space was kind of a little bit more open, so you guys can be like about like right here.
I would have been slightly further back.
And then Virden, you'd be a little bit, I would say, a little bit farther back, pulling old fucking guy over here.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
And then for the purposes of this, I had it set up, but let me go ahead and grab it real quick. It would be
Barrel.
here is.
Nice. That's what my boy needs.
There you go.
Dude,
Well,
no
that
wonder
was-
Kafkin has raw athletics checks. I'm dragging this shit.
Yes, sir. All right, and then actually, I
No-
figured to.
No skis, it's just dragging it through the snow.
I feel like this would actually be also. I was going to do the turn-based mode, so let's go ahead and do the actual like initiative in
There you go.
Tailspire. Might as well. I thought it was pretty cool when you used it, Connor. So
Try that out.
yeah, let's try
Yeah,
that
It
out.
could be good. It could be good.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll initiatives for these wolves real quick.
All right. I
Oh
rolled
yeah, I need to
about
roll.
10 minutes ago, so I'm ready. I'm
Is
fucking
this also
cocked.
at disadvantage?
It'd be a dexterity check. It's not an ability check, so no.
Alright.
Axe off. Dude, Axoff's die, bro. Get shit on.
Suck ass.
Dude, I can't wait for Axoff to go fucking turn 4.
Technically, if we attack him, he would roll really low so we could kill him easily.
There's that, yeah.
All right.
Yes.
No, that's when all the nat 20s save up and he just kills us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Yeah, Jared finally starts fudging rolls.
I'm doing it, boys. I'm finally doing it.
In Minecraft, of course.
Axoff lunchbox.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and switch this over to some combat music, my guys.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wolf
Dun.
attack.
Da 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 da. Swing swing. Da da da.
Is everything set up on the stream over here? Everyone's moving. All right. All right, friends. Let's go ahead and get this set up. Okay. All right. So we're going to have the initiative order is going to be them.
Oh, I guess I should roll, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get this all figured out. Sorry, I have a couple more logistics to do real quick.
More LO. Can't tell if this is +1 or +0. Do you have negative initiative if you have negative dexterity?
Yes.
So he has a -1 to dexterity, but his initiative says +0 or -1.
Dexterity's -1. Oh well. No, wait. What does this thing say?
Is his dexterity 9?
His dex is 9.
Yeah, so it'd be
Minus
-1. It'd be -1. Unless he has a feat, but the feat would make it higher than that, so I'm pretty sure it wouldn't. So, all right. So let's go and get this all set up here. So we'll go ahead and do 20 to 25.
Bam, I'm at 22.
22. Very nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get you at the front here. All right. It's gonna be 15 to 20.
16 for Sir Denrick.
16. Okay. And then 10 to 15.
10.
Okay. And then 5 to 10.
Dude, how bad did he do?
So Axoff got 7, so 5 to 10 would be Axoff, and then 0 to 5.
Our friend Morello got a 3.
Man rolled a
Yeah.
3.
Man
Let me roll
He always
4.
does.
Okay.
Has he had an initiative over like 5?
My turn.
I think this is mine more than over. I mean, this is the first time I've rolled over like 10 for initiative.
Okay, so and then we'll actually let me go ahead and real quick adjust the initiative order one more time, and let me go ahead and just grab. Oh, not that. Oh fuck. I will grab since you're up first. We'll do that. Cavkin will be the resemblance of the oxen turn, which will be at the end.
Okay, no problem.
All right, so we go ahead and start this combat round. At top of the round, round 1, Virden, you are up, my good man. What are we going to do?
Cool. I'm making sure that they're in range here. So boop, 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 boop.
Why don't we just?
They need to make these 3 wolves need to make dexterity checks. I'm casting fireball on those motherfuckers right
All right, let's
Yeah.
do
Damn,
it.
first
Let's do it. All right.
Finally.
I'm gonna go first. They bunch. They're dead.
Is there a way you could get me inside of it?
Warm me up. 1 second.
I yearn for the warmth.
My spell save DC's 15.
I do.
Oh, damn. Okay. 1 sec. Let me go ahead and roll. Okay, so we have Winterwolf 1, which is highest one on the rock, got a 15. The second one, which is the Winterwolf 2, which is on the other rock, is got a 13, and then the baby one got an 18. So 2 pass, 1 fail. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, let me roll this several times here because I only have 5. So
Okay, so Winterwolf.
okay, so that's. Then Jesus Christ. 12, 18. So that is going to be 26 points of fire damage for
26.
each of them, and then 13 obviously for the half.
Okay, so 13. So the top one he did pass, so that will be 13 to him. So that'll be.
That's the highest hit in the game so far.
You said how many? You said how many more, or how much damage?
26 points of damage, so 13 if it's half.
26. Okay, so that'll be. Bro, simple math is hard as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It
It
is.
is.
I rolled on that damage.
I rolled high on that damage, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, one more time, and then what was the halved?
13.
Okay, and then that would be 13. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you just this mote of this fiery kind of mote of energies, you shoot it out from your hand, and as you hits the middle portion of this rock, just detonating into this fiery kind of this fiery blast is all the wolves in that area are just immediately just covered in flame as it then quickly flicks out from the wind as the wind disperses the fire off to the side. You can see them all kind of like growling, kind of whining as they shift around, kind of shaking themselves. You can see the kind of some of the last bits of fire licking at their fur starts to kind of go out from the wind and the snow, but you can see that some of them, especially the one that's kind of on this lower portion of rock, which I will indicate right here. You can see is faltering a little bit more already than the other two. But a solid start. So with that is your action. What do you want to do?
My action, I'm going to begin my blade singing, my blade dancing for this. It's my bonus action. And aside from that, I'm gonna turn to Sir Jenner because it's like, all right, you're bunched up to me. Let me know where you want to go. I say we hold here, let them kind of come at us. But if we want to make a run for it, I'm just getting my sword out. Am I attuned to the wand I have, or do I not need to attune?
There is no attunement required.
Awesome. So
I'm gonna hoist my lance to say, pull me towards him.
All right.
But yeah, I think that's gonna be. I'm just gonna make sure Baldur's there with me for anything else.
Okay. That can be the end of your turn?
That will be. I'm gonna hold where I'm at.
Okay. Now we have the Winter Wolf Pup's turn.
Yeah, so there are a lot of them.
Outrageous.
Okay, so this one, seeing you just cast that spell, is going to beeline it straight for you. However, it's going to use its action to dash, so it cannot attack this turn. And then this one can actually make it straight to Axoff. Okay, and that should be all 4 of the pups. So the first 2. Let me see here. Okay, so they do get pack tactics, so they do get advantage because they are actually they're technically flanking the front here, and because they're not as big, you see the front 2 they just charge in, and you see them lunge, not up necessarily towards not up towards Morello, but you see them both going for the mount underneath as they both spite out towards, I think it's Stuart, right? No, Benny. Benny's going to get 2 attacks here.
Jesus
Poor Lenny.
Christ. So Benny's dead.
6.
Shit. Hold on 1 minute.
There you see Storm.
With Morello's protector feat for his fighting style, can he use his reaction? It says when a creature within 5 feet of you is a target of an attack, you can impose disadvantage. Can I do that for the mount?
You can slide your shield. You can go ahead and slide your shield in and impose.
Okay, he will impose disadvantage on one of them.
Okay, how disadvantage? Well, they have advantage, so technically it'd be a straight roll, and on both of their roll, I guess for fairness, I will.
Did they hit on both?
So yeah, they rolled high enough on both dice on the advantage that they wouldn't have necessarily made the miss. So, but I don't want to necessarily make that. I'm trying to think how I want to rule that. I'll just make him roll straight. Next time, I'll wait. Next time, I mean, you're probably another character. So let me go and just roll again. Okay, that does still hit. Sadly, as I rolled again. So there's going to be 2 hits on the ox here.
We all better get a bunch of fucking sleds here in a minute.
There is only one sled.
What was damage?
It is occupied, my friend.
He yells from his blanket fort.
I will go ahead and have you. I have the stats here, but if you want to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me, or sorry, no, a Strength saving throw for the Ox, Todd, +4. Make it twice.
12. 15.
Total with a +4.
First roll was 12 plus 4, 16. Second roll was 15 plus 4, 19.
Okay.
16, 19.
Okay, I thought I was on the up and up there, but thankfully, so as they both reach out and they lunge, one lunging towards the one on the left lunges out, and Morello tries to throw his shield down to protect Benny or Lenny or Jenny or whoever the fuck, and he doesn't manage to get his shield low enough as the wolf kind of deflects down and just takes a chunk out of his side. Other wolf jumps up, smashes into the other side of this ox, and you can hear the ox kind of cry out in pain, and you see it falter as these wolves are trying to drag it down and knock it prone, but Benny does stay up, thankfully. However, this we will go ahead and have the one next to Axoff. He is going to jump up and he's going to attack the. He's going to. Actually, this one is just going to straight up jump and try to maul Axoff off the side of the mount.
Dude, can I impose advantage?
Yeah.
Can I use aid?
Actually, so as it goes to jump up, you can see that it kind of gets stuck on some snow, and it jumps up, and Axoff manages to with his foot kind of deflect it and kick it down. It's still within base to base, but it does manage to Axoff does manage to kind of deflect this wolf from actually getting at him. At which point, this wolf kind of beelining it straight to you, does not get to attack. I almost forgot because he dashed. So you see, it's like starts to like run and then gets faster and faster, and then right before it gets to you, starts to break, and then just like kind of scampers up and just sits there like its hair kind of on its back, like fully what's the word whatever it's. Yeah,
Correct.
It's raised. The hairs on its back are raised as it's kind of snarling at you.
Its hair is hard.
Yeah, its hair is rock fucking hard, bro.
Yeah.
That is going to conclude the Wolf's Pup's turn. Next up on the initiative is Sud Denrick.
I will burst out of my blanket fort, and I will leap from the sled, and I will engage the wolf to my right side that is attacking my friend Weirden.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, I will say this though. I will say this: the snow in this area is incredibly thick, so it is considered difficult terrain. So your movement is halved. However, 15 feet does. Oh, I guess actually, if that was the case, the wolves aren't hindered because they're wolves and they live in this area. That's pretty fucked. That's pretty fucked up. Is that fucked up? It is fucked up. All right, so Denrick, but it is difficult terrain. So as you're crunching through,
I guess.
But you do manage to get base to base.
I would have to use a bonus action to remove the cloak.
Yes.
Or an action. Okay, I'll use my bonus action to remove the cloak in the sled.
Yeah, there you
Because
go.
I'm already conveniently there, so therefore I will not be able to bash its head in with my shield.
Okay.
So I will make 2 regular attacks upon this wolf.
Keep in mind, it is a medium creature. You do not have your additional.
Yes.
Okay.
This denizen of the dark wood. Back. 16 plus 8. 24.
That does it.
Natural 20.
Oh shit,
there you
bro.
go.
The second hit.
Nice.
Alright, why is this screen off to a good start, I see. Alright, so first attack, I will roll 4 damage.
Okay.
5 plus 7, that is 12 damage on the first hit. The second hit,
Okay.
4, 7, 11, 18 on the second hit.
So 30
For the
points.
critical hit.
So casually 30 points of damage.
Hell
And,
yeah,
I will,
dude.
and with the critical hit, I will activate Inspiring Smite through the Sword of Heroes.
Okay.
I
Give
will
it to Zahir if you can.
What is going on?
Giving
What are you giving me?
I can-
temporary
not-
hit points.
I'm not halved.
Still, you're
I can
most
literally-
likely to get hurt and fail con saves and fail strength saves.
I can just leave if I need to.
He said,
I can just.
dude,
I can just abandon
let's
everyone.
leave. Let's leave.
Well, I can fly upwards if need be. So, no meta.
Alright, well,
Do what you want.
no meta, Who needs to feel inspired?
Wait a minute. How much psychic damage is he taking? 100
Some of
d10?
these mounts. Some of these mounts need some temporary hit points. No meta.
True though, that's true. How far is Morello from me?
He is going to be. He's going to be. Oof. Hold on. Let me go ahead and do right here.
Like 30 feet.
He is just 30 feet.
Give it to
Exactly 30
Captain.
feet. Yeah, Captain might need it.
Seems a little cheesy. I'm just gonna give it to you, Virden.
No.
What do you mean that's cheesy? It's necessary.
Oh, also, I meant to say this, Virden. If you want to, you can convert your movement. Like when you're on your mount, you can use your movement on your mount if you wanted to move Capkin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got you. I just wanted to
yeah,
hold this to make sure, see everyone else's what they wanted to do.
Okay, sounds
I
good.
guess it's not the most realistic, but we need to play to our strengths. I will give them to Morello.
There, that's a wise choice.
All right, sounds good. So as you doff your cloak and just sword and shield in hand, as you trudge through the snow and one strike, and then as the second strike goes and connects, you see a glow from the Sword of Heroes as two of these massive gashes cuts down as the snow is now disrupted from you moving over, and the wolf occupying the space is now blood is starting to stain the snow around you as it starts to whine and kind of looks at you and kind of frantically looks around against this as it looks around from these multiple kind of threats now in this area. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
I already used my bonus action and my action and my movement, so no.
Okay, actually, I will say this. Can I get rid of the oxen? I can. Okay, I will say this. So on your turn, if you would like to change any of your if you want to do things with your oxen, just let me know, and you can do that on your turn if you stay mounted. If you dismount and then the oxen just do whatever the fuck they're gonna do, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. But if you want to like exchange bonus actions to try to make attacks with them or whatever it is, or move with their movement, and then you can do that. Just as a heads up.
They don't have their own movement or attacks.
Not when you're mounted, because you're commanding
And
them.
Morello will get 5 temporary hit points.
Sounds good. Go ahead and annotate that, and that's gonna be the end of your turn.
And yeah.
Zahir, you are up, my good man.
All right. I will draw my sword
Okay.
and channel through it. I would like to cast Wall of Light
Okay.
from like here to about here,
Okay.
to the point where it will completely obscure. Where? Oh, oops.
Can I
You're
do?
making a second line now.
Yeah, but you can't fucking see the line.
I
But
can
it's
see
there.
where the 60.9 is, but
Yeah, but you can't really see the star. Either way, it'll cut through both of those wolves, and then it will completely obscure us from the wolves to the north.
Okay. 1 sec. I will go ahead and make this not ass. 1 second.
Yeah, can I like change this color?
Okay. Hold on. Where you want to put it? I cannot see
Um,
dick on the ground.
Let me try it again. Ooh, let's do a circle.
Hold on, Nathan. Keep the circle and then
Yeah.
drag the line. So wherever it starts. Okay, hold on. Where does it start? Right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now where?
That. To the edge of the
Wait,
circle,
whoa.
cutting through both of the wolves,
Okay, I can see that. Hold on.
the pups.
Cutting them in half.
I fucking hate this shit, man.
Yeah, they have to be cardinal, don't they? And I want it angled.
Hold on. We're gonna figure this out, friends. We're gonna figure this fucking shit out because this is important.
What are you doing?
Oh, here we go.
Mars?
What is this?
Lights.
The fuck is it
Make a
loading?
line of Jacko entrance.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, if you could just get like two.
Can you re-put it?
All right, yeah, let's do this one more time. How about,
Oh, hold on.
Here.
Oh shit, nice. I cannot see where you're starting. Okay, hold on. I can.
Oh damn.
There we go.
You keep moving the line. Stop moving the line, homie.
Okay.
Nice. How far does it extend?
60 feet.
Is that about what you wanted?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted. And it doesn't really specify, but I'm pretty sure it's opaque.
Hey, now we're getting fancy with the fucking effects here, boys. Production value
Bro, when
max.
is an enemy gonna see all this and just leave?
Okay.
Yeah, it blocks line of sight, but creatures and objects can pass through it.
Okay, shimmering wall of bright light appears at a point you choose within range. The wall appears in any orientation you choose. Horizontal ball, okay, yeah. The wall can be 60 feet, yep, okay. When the wall appears, each creature in its area must make a constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes paw and is blinded for 1 minute. On a successful save, it takes half and is not. A creature blinded
And
creature.
is blinded for 1
A blinded
minute.
creature can make contact. Yeah, blah, okay. Until the spell ends, you can use an action to launch a beam of radiance from the wall at one creature you can see within 60 feet of it. Make a ranged spell attack. Okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
Damn.
It's cutting through these wolves and
okay,
cutting off line of
so
sight from the other wolves.
sounds good. Let me go ahead and actually drop build mode real quick.
Typical Zahir W.
So as you draw this blade and you kind of channel the energy, you actually see the angel figure fully illuminate from base to where the hands curl up to where the light is at the top of it as it illuminates. Yeah, you like that? As it
All
illuminates
through the shaft.
as it illuminates the entirety of this angel kind of figurine on the handle and then the guard and then eventually the design kind of touching the blade where the fire kind of emits. You see the fire illuminate and then the whole blade and this blinding light just creams, and as you go ahead and you in an arcing kind of sweep, you like choose the direction in which you want the line to go, and as you sweep it down, this bright immense wall of light just shoots forth from the ground and then just generates down in the line that you created, and then stopping at the end of it as you then retract the sword as the spell is now in effect. The rest of you're like, holy shit, as this blinding light just appears out of nowhere, kind of actually giving you snow blindness too, which is kind of cool as the sun
Tighter.
yeah, you're like, oh shit, as the sun actually
Randomly.
Does-
appears
does-
So
right
also,
next to
my
you.
man is like, it's kind of dark out now. I'm gonna throw a flare for 50 feet.
does light negatively affect your character, Virden?
No, it does not.
Okay.
It's not particularly.
I called him a gobbo, dude.
Bro,
All right.
this
It
is
was
where
it's a valid question.
this is where his vampire lineage comes out.
All right. So with that, you can go ahead and they have to make what kind of saves?
Incisors.
Constitution.
Constitution saves. Let's do it.
Too bad they have a 20 in all stats.
Oh
Idiot.
shit, that's actually pretty strong. Okay. The front one next to Morello does pass with a 20. The second one next to Axoff does fail with a 4.
Okay. So that is 3, 8, 11, 16, 20 damage.
20 damage. It's halved on. It's
20 damage total halved for the one in the
10.
front.
That shit's strong as hell, dude.
Yeah, that's good.
And if they stay in it, they take even more.
I think if they stay next to it, they take damage.
No.
And do they have to make? They're blinded if they fail, correct?
Yeah, they're blinded if they fail, and it doesn't say that they take saves. Oh, never mind.
They do,
They
they
can't
do.
take saves
Yep.
to end it.
Yep. Okay. That one took the full. That one took half. Okay, great. And then as you kind of pull the sword back to your side, you're like, holy shit, this thing is powerful. As you see the illumination on the figurine kind of like as the blade kind of dissipates as you cast this wall of light, as the angelic figure from the blade kind of dissipates to the figure as it then kind of extinguishes back towards the feet and the kind of the bottom of the blade as you expended the energy. Cool.
I had a question. Is this like like the configuration or whatever, the aesthetics of this spell similar to my other spells, or is this like pulling from a different source?
You know, I'll say for this, it would be pulling from you, but actually, technically, I guess. No, honestly, I would say since you attuned to it, it just use whatever you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's all like tailored to like.
It would be like you would be
Stuff.
casting the spell.
Okay.
As it's harnessed through you. At least for now. If I want to go and modify, because I forgot to actually put that. And I actually forgot to do that with the Wand of Scorching as well. But I'll go back and tweak these items for you guys. But for now, just use yours. We'll just call that good.
Okay.
One of scorching.
And then
So
with my
basically
bonus
has a
action-
9mm.
I would like to
Get scorched.
Yeah, I would like to get scorched. I will use my starry form to bear the constellation of the chalice.
Sounds good, my guy.
So I will condense and reappear
You-
as like a crazy astral being.
Okay. As you
Use my bonus
As you
action
shotgun
to bear
back
the
out.
weight of my sins.
Are you going to fly, or are you just going to be shown?
I can't fly with that one, no.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I will be sitting on top of Stuart.
If you want to use your movement as through Stuart, you can.
I think I'll like edge a little bit closer.
Hold on. Hey, by the way,
Between them?
if you click and hold, you can encompass your entire figure and move them. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but yeah,
But yeah, you can like tether them together.
you can tether them. Yeah, if you click and hold, there you go.
Okay. How do I undo it?
You have to like, I think you have to like right click or something, or click away. I don't exactly know.
Okay, there we go.
Hanging on for dear life.
All right, that's about where I go.
All right, sounds
A
good.
little bit.
Up to Axoff now at this point.
Huh?
Who? Let's see. Which one is this? We'll put 3. This one.
Blind one, I think.
This one is
This one is
blinded,
blinded.
and kind of, and as this light beam almost like bisects some of these wolves in half, not like cutting them in half, but like it like erupts in between them, encompassing them in this like holy kind of flame. Axoff can clearly see like the eyes kind of go almost completely starch white as this wolf's now kind of fluttering around. Using that, he's going to have Kavkin. Oh no, fuck you.
Oh, tethered.
All right, whatever. He's going to have Kavkin move. And your mounts do not impose difficult terrain, by the way.
His name's Weldo.
Yes.
Gross.
All right, and then I want to say if they're blinded, do attacks against them have advantage, right? I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
I mean, they can't really see shit, so they can't really dodge shit. So let's see.
We ever had anything to be blinded?
Attack rolls
I know,
against the
I've had
creature
that.
has advantage. Let's go.
Attacks against them have advantage?
Yeah, and technically that would also make it so that he has a sneak attack, so that would be beneficial for all parties involved. If he can actually roll to fucking hit, which he's gonna use a different die.
XL, please.
Yep, this
How do
die
you-
is so much better already. Yep, he rolled hella good. So let me go ahead and roll. Let me go ahead and pull up his.
Just kill the wounded dog, please.
That's the one he's shooting at. That's the one he's shooting at.
Yeah. Just kill the.
It's going to be what? That is going to be 4.
Wait, the wounded one next to me? That one isn't blinded.
No, the one that's in the fire.
Oh.
Ooh, nice on the sneak attack. 12, 15, 15, 18, 22.
What XL, we believe in you.
I do not believe it.
I believe you.
Okay.
It's fire.
And that is going to real quick go ahead and get rid of one of his bones. All right. Back up to Tailspire. So as Axoff actually this could be kind of weird. Hold on. I forgot to make. Okay. Yeah. So as seeing this, Axel's just going to go ahead and kick the sides and with the reins kind of pull Weldo off to the side. He's going to unsling his crossbow, pull it up, and shoot this caught in the middle of this radiant wall, blinded animal, shoot it right into the face as it grazes kind of a portion of its ear and kind of sticks into like its hind shoulder blade as it cries out, and you can see that blood is starting to kind of trickle, and you can see it's faltering and stumbling. It's also like kind of, you can see it's just panicking because its sight was taken from him. It's still up, but it's looking very hurt.
Oh god. How much damage did he do?
He did 22 points damage.
Oh my god.
God damn.
So, these baby wolves at least have 42 HP. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Guess it all meta.
Yeah, no meta. Stop doing math.
There ain't no meta about it, alright? Bearden's doing biology math, going.
It's
these
meta
things
to
take
do
hits.
math.
Yeah.
If you are adding numbers together, you are.
And then he's actually going to also move Kafka a little bit farther, seeing these larger wolves still kind of posted up, hanging the fuck out. And that's going to end his turn. Now it's going to be top of the Winter Wolves' turns here.
Oh god.
Hold the line.
All right.
Ooh. They don't get any difference for jumping off a cliff.
Actually, that's a good point.
Nope, bad point, Todd.
Probably
no.
the same run.
Also, it's like movement wise, but
Okay, so actually that is a good point. So this one jumps down. He's relatively fine because it also is a slow grade, but you know, I'll give it to you. This one, however, does... Actually, no, yeah, he's fine. He's fine as well because I forgot his... Wait, no. Yeah, this one does falter a little bit, and it does make it so he does only manage to get 2 here, even on a dash. So these ones actually, with the wall of light, it does help you here because they're not going to just walk through it like idiots. So they are going to have to maneuver around. And so they're going to actually make this one is going to make a save or make a thing. Okay, he's fine. He's going to kind of rear around and then just take in the situation. This one is going to... come over here. Seeing this is going to then buckle down on that. So the only one that can actually attack this turn is going to be this front one, which is going to do his cold breath. Go ahead.
Shit.
Go ahead. Let's see, a 15-foot cone. All right.
I know he'd use his Battle Master strategy, or Shield Master.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to hit both Morello, the Ox, Zahir, Morello, and both the Ox.
These oxes are fucking dead. There's no way around it.
Oh, these oxes are fucked.
They're resistant to cold, right?
Doesn't matter.
Resistant
There's
to
like
dying.
there's like at least 1,000 HP coming.
They
out
aren't
right
though.
now.
They aren't.
Yeah.
If we can get them through the wall and then just fight them on the opposite side of it.
Well, we would have to pass saves, and the creatures have to pass saves.
No, it's
True.
only if you end the turn. You can go through it.
Well, the wolves will see us go through and go through. The wolves are relatively
Well,
intelligent.
we can have our mounts go through the wall, and then we stay on the other side.
Okay, so you guys need to Morello, and then Benny, Benny, Zahir, and Stewart all need to make saves here. Constitution. I'll do it for the auction just for simplicity here. They actually have pretty good. Nope, that sucks. Shit. Okay.
You're really testing my oath to Logan. Keep him alive.
Okay, so what is the dexterity saving throw going to be for? Morello.
Dexterity saving throw for Morello. Shit. -1. 19, unnatural 20.
19 unnatural 20 for you.
For Murillo, yes.
Okay, so he's going to use his reaction as with the Shield Master to reduce it completely, right?
Yes.
That's how Shield Master works, right?
Yeah, use your reaction to, yes. Okay, I was just looking at his, character sheet. He has something that allows him to cast Absorb Elements with his reaction, which I will take the no damage instead of that.
Instead of using his reaction?
He uses... No, that also uses his reaction, so I will use his reaction to take 0 damage from the dexterity instead.
Using his Absorb Elements, right?
Not use... The Absorb Elements reduces it by a certain die, whereas...
Oh, I see.
Shield Master is better, so I'm going to use that instead.
Okay, Stewart.
But that takes his whole reaction.
Oh, it's actually 13.
Don't use one of them.
Whatever. All right. That would be, so that's 13 points of damage. What did you get here?
A 7 and a 4.
So you take 13 points of cold damage. But you still have protection of energy up.
No, I don't, because that's concentration. I use Wall of Light.
Okay, sounds good. I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw for your Wall of Light.
Oh, concentration. Yeah, okay. That is unfortunate. That is a 6 total.
6? Oof. You needed a 10.
Well, it served its purpose.
So with that,
I didn't see it dealing any more damage, so that's fine.
all right.
15,
Shit.
2, and Stuart's at 7.
You don't have any advantage on any of that. You didn't take Warcast or anything crazy.
Nope, and I didn't choose the form of the dragon, so.
Unfortunate, my friend. I'm sorry.
Well, it's probably it did its job.
All right. Well, it was cool for a second. And I mean, at least averted some of the wolves too, so that's good.
Yeah, kind of. Wait, what happened to the other one? Oh, it's up there.
So as it gets right into the face of Morello and just as this ice just kind of crystallizes out of his mouth and it shoots forward in a torrent. As it then hits both Stuart and Benny, who sadly did not make their Constitution saving throws. And Morello's shield up deflects it, and then Zahir, you failed as well, so you do take the torrent of blast. Stuart's at 17 of 30, Benny is at 5 of 30.
5 of 30.
But that is, I want to say that one dashed, that one got up in your face, that one stayed there, that one fucked up. So next up is gonna be Morello.
Okay,
Can I yell to Morello that he needs to get Benny or Denny out of there?
Yeah. Can the Ox take a bonus? Can the Ox use his action to disengage?
You can use a bonus action for Morello to disengage with the Ox. That's fine, yes. Because he's riding, so a bonus action for the Ox to kind of, and for him to kind of maneuver and disengage, yeah.
If the Ox was to retreat, but Morello stays there, would he have to roll something to
He could just hop
dismount
off.
or no?
I would say for this, using a bonus action, he can dismount and then smack his ass, and then using a bonus action, or using I would say
his bonus action is just a command. Jenny to do whatever.
That's pretty intensive. I would say you could do all of that and get his oxen out of there, but it'd be an action. Because it would be.
No matter.
If he did that and made himself size larger as a bonus.
That would be the bonus, right?
No. It would be
Size
it
larger.
would be an action to jump off and smack Benny's butt and get him to go out of there. Would be an action because he would be basically taking the disengage action for him and to be imposing and making sure he gets out fine.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Say it one more time.
It'd be an action to do what you want to do. Would be an action.
And he would still have his bonus action.
He would still have his bonus action. Yep.
Okay. Does anyone know what rune it was? The giant.
Are you wanting to do that though? Is you wanted to dismount and kick so I can start moving things?
Yeah, he will dismount and he will attempt to have Benny move away. What is their movement?
I want to say. Let me go and look real quick. It should be 50 feet. It is going to be 50 feet. Yeah. I would assume just like in this direction.
Can you drag the screen more towards me? To dinner.
Oh yeah.
That direction. Can you center it on the cluster?
Give it a second, homie. Has it caught up yet?
Can he? Yeah, I think so. Can it move through that small wolf in front of Sir Denric?
It cannot move through an enemy creature's space, or actually a creature for that matter space.
What about around it? So like if he moves back towards
It goes
Axel,
through between the small
So,
wolf and then me and me.
how far could Benny make it if he moves back between Axov and Sir Denric, moving back that way?
What do you mean? So like, so you want him to move? You mean? Oh, I see. Yeah.
In between us two, and then directly backwards.
Well, the small wolf could have an opportunity to attack on the mount.
I can impose.
It would be a 30 feet to
6.
get to that point, and then he could go another 10 feet to get to this point right here, if you wanted to run that risk.
What about just in between? What about just wherever it won't provoke opportunity, and then past Axov?
Where it wouldn't provoke opportunity would be right here, because that's where it'd have to stop. Because if he left that range right there, then he would get his ass ate.
Well, what I mean is, if he could go between the two wolves and then angle past Axov, right? Because the wolves aren't. There's not. it's not
You want
5
him
feet
to go
between
over
the
here? You want him to go past Axov
so,
over
like,
here?
Yeah, that way.
Okay, I see. Oh, you want Axov to be a
Yeah.
buffer? I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more
Oh,
sense.
so
Like,
Axov be a
so
buffer.
he's just bleeding and he just dips.
Okay, sounds good. So now we got that all figured out. Okay, cool. So
Okay.
so now it's Benny's just like, fuck this, bleeding, just see like crystals kind of encompassing its fur, and you can see portions of the fur as it runs kind of just like falling off the side, as Merlo now stands in the face of these creatures. That is going to be his action. So now what are we doing?
He will use his bonus action to use giant might, which will make him size large.
And now he is, as he hits the rune, as it activates, he grows up in size. Is that going to be the end of his turn?
Picks up his amount and runs.
All right, that'll be the end of his turn.
Oh yeah.
All right, next up is top of the round. Round 2 is going to be Virden.
All right. I do want to ask, how much longer do you want to keep going?
As long as we can keep funneling through this, this combat shouldn't take a hot minute. I mean,
It feels like this is gonna take a hot minute.
I mean,
Not if everyone dies.
Well, as long as we keep talking about this, it's gonna take even hotter of a minute. So
Well,
Yeah,
this is
I'm just saying I
wasting-
can't play too much later. Is what I'm trying to
yeah, I mean, as soon as
Yeah,
combat
I really
as soon as combat concludes, we can finish it. Or if we need to cut in the middle of combat, I mean, that's fine too. I don't like to necessarily do that, but I'm also not going to be like, we have to stay here and do this.
What do you think, Connor? 9:30 cutoff time? Or is that quick?
9:30's pushing it, but I can do that.
Okay, because it's the same with me. I should probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but as far as
so-
this, I'll try to do a similar maneuver with Kavkin and have him run out if I need to eat an action to do that.
Okay, sounds good. You can go ahead and maneuver 50 feet unimposed if you want to burn an action to do so.
50 feet unimposed. No, I want to get moving out. So, dunk. If you want to make it so I'm not flying, or I don't think I can do that.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll be like, stay safe, buddy. Then I'm gonna do another cast of fireball right about there. Well, I see if I can move it, because I don't think that'll count for hitting all those guys. Well,
Yeah, I think it will.
it's hard to see white on white.
It is. 20-foot
Yeah.
radius right here.
Oh, you're right. 20 foot.
I mean-
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, if they occupy their space, that seems fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're large. Their base. Yeah, that would hit all of them if it's 20-foot radius.
All right.
Damn.
Yep, and then it's 15. Yeah.
This guy's going for a new record for most damage one throw. Let's see.
I'm just trying to. While they're bunched up and they're not around you,
Guys are hawking bombs, dude. I like it.
look, alright? They're threatening my mounts.
Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead.
Not
and
even your friend Morello?
That too.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I guess.
All right, I'll just do it in order here. So it's gonna be this one.
Yeah.
That was what?
Nice. Fireball. You get a fireball. You get a fireball.
And then one more I want to say.
Fireball on himself.
15,
Constant. It's a dex, you said? Okay.
26. Double check. Yes, it should be dex. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it'd
Yeah,
be
Dex.
dexterity.
Sounds good. Hold on 1 second. Okay, you're fine. So the one in the back. So hold on. You just want to tell me what the damage was?
31.
Holy shit. Okay.
Damn.
So when
Like it.
so the one in the back that kind of
86.
okay, I'm just gonna drop this. This is kind of annoying me. I need to actually do some maths here. Make this a little bit easier for everybody.
It's a mic drop.
Okay, so the first one you said 31. Okay.
31.
Okay.
Look, me personally, if I was a wolf and I saw people just throwing all this magic around, I'd leave.
That's what I'm trying to encourage, or at least, like, hey, fuck off.
But me personally, I wouldn't take that.
Think about it. I stop to think about it. I think shit, goddamn.
Oh shit! Here we go again. What level is this guy? He is 5 cleric, 3 fighter.
Okay, so the farthest one and then the one that's in front of Morello's, they failed, and then the back the baby and then the one that's kind of like posted up in the middle there, they both succeeded. And so I already appropriately allocated that. However, as you just another mote of flame as the beat streaks out, hits the point of detonation, as the flames just erupt and lick out, damaging that tree, shooting like it's catching fire as this tree now in this space, the bark kind of catching up and making its way up the tree, and then all the wolves in the space there. I want to say, I'm pretty sure the one in the backfield already got hit with the fireball, so another one shrieks and smashes into him. As then the ones in the closer kind of towards your guys' fray, gets hit with this flame and fires. You all hear them yelp out and kind of panic in this spectacle of fire. What else are you doing?
I say Cadia stands, and I fire
Hell
another.
yeah!
No,
The planet.
Wait, hold on.
Are you
Hold
started?
on, real quick. I would like to say though,
Love it.
to retreat your mount, it was an action to make it so they don't have disadvantage.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, because of how extensive it was. So I mean, if you want, I can just have the two wolves do opportunity of attacks against Captain as they leave, as he left.
Sure, fuck it. Let's see if Kafkin dies.
Okay.
I mean, let's just get
That's
it
not
over
a good
with.
way to look at it.
He said shoot fuck.
I'd like to use my reaction. Hold on. Who's attacking it?
2 wolves.
2 wolves.
Where?
baby.
Which ones?
Where my character is standing, there's 2 wolves.
Right here, and then right here.
2 wolves inside of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you wanted to do anything right now
One
before
is
before
retarded,
I allocate
one is
this?
retarded.
I have nothing I can do to help Kafkin.
easy on
Well,
the
I know
street.
Zahir was saying something.
Yeah, my bad. I would like to use woe on the bigger wolf.
But... Okay, what is the roll, or what are you subtracting?
I'm decreasing its attack by 2.
It's the Blade Wolf sadly still hit.
Hold on, one
All right, he's
second,
dead.
1 second, 1 second. No, he's not dead. Kafkin was within 5 feet. Sir Denrick, was he?
He was. You can
Are you
impose. You can
imposing
impose
disadvantage?
disadvantage.
It's too late.
You can impose disadvantage on the small one, but you're not able to get the one that's bigger because you're not within 5 feet of that one.
Yeah. And also, there's someone else where he is.
So I would be using warding maneuver. It says if you or a creature you can see within 5 feet of you is hit by an attack.
Yeah, but you can't physically get in the actual space. Like realistically, like the space.
Before Kafkin moved.
Yeah, you can't pass over and interpose yourself on that one. You can do it on the one in front of you though, if you want to negate that one. Yeah, all right, make your decision. Are you gonna do it or you're not gonna do it?
It says the creature is within 5 feet of me though.
So basically, to make this sound real simple, I'm telling you, you can impose disadvantage on this one if you want. This one you cannot. You are not physically close enough to impose anything on that one. But if you want to get this one, you can stop it.
Hold on, you're changing the rule so they have to be within 5 feet of the ally and me?
The thing is though, is that Kafkin is a large creature, so he's 10 feet, and then they're 5, so it's 15 feet away from you in total. And then Kafkin occupies a 10 by 10 space, and so it's like. I could see where it could come into play if it's 5 feet, but you'd be basically throwing whatever you're trying to do to stop it across this 15-foot gap. There's nothing you could do to interpose. But the one right in front of you, being it right in front of you, you could do something if you want to do it. Please make your choice so we don't burn another 10 minutes doing this.
I will use this warding maneuver for the small wolf.
Okay, and it's disadvantage on the attack?
No, it is a 1d8 HC added to it.
AC added to Kafkin. Okay.
Oh wait, yeah. So
Yes.
it doesn't matter effectively what creature it is because he's adding the AC to the creature.
Okay, then if that's the case, then sure. Just add. Well, it doesn't matter because you're just. If anything, okay, just add the AC to the creature. It does not. It wouldn't have mattered. You should have articulated the whole thing because I thought you were imposing disadvantage, but it's different. Go ahead.
Oh, I can do it to the large one.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're doing it.
You're doing it essentially to Kafkin. You're not.
Okay.
You're not doing
so,
anything
it's
to any
working for both
monsters.
things. Yeah.
Got you, bro. 7.
7. That would be.
Plus 7 AC.
That would be 20, but they rolled a 21 and a 24. So sadly, that's
That's
still
about right.
even with the -2.
yeah, because the one you -2'd had 24, so it's 22, so it's still
Yeah.
it's still blocked.
If the attack still hits, the target has resistance to the attack's damage.
Okay, so that'd be the big one. So here's the big one's damage. So that'd be 3 plus 4. So that's 7 points of damage back down to 3. So he takes 3 points
Got
from
you,
the,
Connor.
he takes 3 points from the big one, and then he's going to take now this, which would be 4 more points of damage. That was brutally drawn out. Holy fuck.
It's called rules lawyering.
Rules loitering.
Sorry, Nox. I didn't mean to wake you up with the dice falling.
Not my ass.
All right. So Kafkin is now sitting at 23 of 30, but he does manage to move over there. He survives as your fireball shoots out and detonates. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's the entirety of things I can do. Just have a reaction. My movement. I guess my movement. I'll come closer to Sir Denrick just so we're touching like the bases for any mechanical purposes. But yeah,
Cool
that's it.
handshake.
All right. Sounds good. It is
Okay.
now.
Gab him up.
It is now going to be the wolf pup's turn. This one's going to turn and face you. Those ones are just going to now eat the shit out of Morello. This one is going to actually go ahead and try to jump up and kind of bite out at your backs here, seeing as you're facing away.
He sucks because he's blinded.
He is blinded, actually. Is blinded at the end of their turn?
Oh, let's see.
That said, it lasted a minute.
It saves at the end of
They
their turn.
can take the turn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of each of its turns.
Okay, sounds good.
It rolls to not be blinded.
Yeah.
What is Morello's AC?
I believe 19.
Is it better because he's large?
I don't think so.
No, that gives him the advantage on strength and.
What's his AC?
A lot.
19.
It says
I
he
don't think
has
it was that high.
Scale. It says he has scale mail, which is 14 AC.
Oh, did he never put on the plate mail that you were wearing?
No, he didn't. He never put that on. I think so. If it's scale, so the skill middle, if it's 14, it's +1 for 15, and then if his shield set, so it'd be 17.
Yeah, I think he has 17.
So one still hits. One still hits him. It is going to deal 7 points of piercing damage.
Good.
He needs to make a strength saving throw. And then, do you want me to write down Morello's health? I can do that if you want.
Yeah, he had 5 temporary hit points. He takes 7. He'd be down to 50.
Okay, he's 50 out of.
Saving throw with advantage for being large. $21.
Okay, nice.
Strength.
As the wolves kind of try to bite out at him, he does manage to stay upright. I mean, there are larger. Actually, it would have been with this. Well, it would have been with advantage anyway because he's a size larger than these guys, but that's okay. He does manage to still stay up. This one, as he here is going to jump out at you. It does actually hit. It rolled an 18. With even. Oh wait, sorry. Hold on. The disadvantage. Did I already roll disadvantage? Fuck it. 12. That's not going to hit you. And I don't think that even hits the ox.
Ooh, there you go.
No, actually it does. The oxen is 12.
Ooh, never mind.
Actually, go ahead and roll. Here, hold on. Okay, no. I was gonna say, if you roll a certain amount on the d20, it would have hit the oxen just because it's lunging forward, but it just completely whiffs it with its blinded state. It is going to roll its Constitution saving throw. It is still blinded. It is now going to be this one in front of you, Sir Denrick, which is going to make his attack. That is going to be 9. That does not hit. All right. That is going to be all the wolf's pup's turn. Sir Denrick, you're up.
Sorry, I'm speed running how to play Rune Knight.
All good, man.
Rune Knight speed run, dude. All right. Let's see, my turn.
Yep.
Yes.
I will.
Punch a baby.
Punch the baby. Oops.
Holy
This is the assignment. Pick up and I'm punching a baby. I attack. I'll do one attack against the wolf in front of me.
See here, you're up next. Just go ahead and make sure you have what you want to do. Go ahead. Make your attack.
17 plus 8, 25.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
4 plus 7, 11.
11 points of damage to...
The small wolf right next to me.
Okay. As you cleave into the side, it's bloodied, but it remains standing as you carve out a chunk of it as it growls at you in retort.
Alright, I'll use my bonus action. Well, I will make one more attack
Okay, sounds good.
against it. Shit, that's a 2. Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit. As it kind of growls at you, you go to cleave again. It does manage to sidestep out the way, and your sword just hits snow underneath.
Just for... I'm still gonna shield bash it, even though it's not gonna help this turn. Maybe make it take a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw?
Yeah.
That's going to be a
Contest
20.
Literally punching a baby.
Oh, you're contesting?
20.
Okay.
Contesting. You roll the 20. I
Uh-huh.
roll a 20.
All right, roll again. Natural 20. So 22 total.
Not natural 20.
No? Okay. So as you go to shield past this child, it does manage to kind of jump up, and like as you go to like up, like undercut its legs, it does manage to dodge out the way once again from your, even similar to your first strike as it kind of rears back. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No.
All right. Next up, Zahir, you're up.
Actually, fuck that up. I should do something else. That's alright.
Zahir, you are good to go. You are cleared for takeoff, homie.
Yep. So I would like to have. Why are they not doing this? So I measured it. 30 was about right here. For the
Oh
ox.
fuck.
Oh god. What are you doing?
Boo!
Well, I went
left behind
over
a special
to here
bomb.
and then down.
Okay, and
No,
then
just
is
wasn't
it is this
being
is this gonna get an attack of opportunity against you?
The blind thing?
Is it?
Yeah, I mean you're not doing anything to oppose it.
No, I'm not.
Okay, that's gonna be a 16, ironically still. So it is going to hit. It is going to deal 8 points of damage to Stuart.
Alright.
Stuart!
Stuart is not feeling.
He
good.
is at 9 as a fat chunk of his leg is torn out as this blind animal just feral snarling just lashes out hoping for anything, purchases and then tears a chunk out of its leg. But Stuart just kind of grunts and continues with where you want to go. So now you're backed up over there.
May I hop off?
You may, yes. You are still, I think, connected.
Yeah. I still don't know the exact science behind it.
Just like click off to the side, like right click, click off to the side if you can.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think I got it. He's about right here.
Okay.
And then I would like to hop off back over here. And with my action, I would like to use Radiant Soul
Okay.
and like constellation wings burst out from my back. And then I would like to make a sword swing against the wolf right next to me.
Sounds good. As you jump off and the wings kind of shoot out of your back, these connecting kind of these kind of star constellations connecting in your back, and then in between these points, these wings kind of fall into place.
Yeah. Stuart's not able to make an attack, right? I would have to use a bonus action for that.
Well, you have to be a bonus action while riding him.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. My action... Shoot, my action was...
Radiant
My
Soul.
action was the Radiant Soul, so I'm not making an attack.
If you want, you don't have to do that. If you want to redact that, you can.
No,
take that.
I'm doing that. But so that's my action, and my bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Word
Okay.
on Kavkin.
Okay.
Whatever Ox is like almost dead.
That'd be
Ben,
Benny
okay,
to
so,
the
all
side of you.
I'll
Yeah.
Cast Healing Word on Denny, and then I will use the chalice to put the other portion of it on Stuart.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Backline's looking solid.
So Jenny
Come on.
got
Yeah.
8
Morello needs
health.
to fucking scoot.
Jenny got 8 health. You said.
yes,
18 opportunity. to
and
increase.
Stuart got 6.
Nice. Okay. So
He has resistance to fire, right?
so as you healing
Yeah,
He does.
So as you healing word, so as you kind of speak out this word and this constellation kind of starry energy shoots over to where Benny is, and then with your chalice it kind of illuminates, and then the effect then takes place onto Stuart and Benny, kind of simultaneously as they both have this kind of like constellation dots connect around, and you see some of the runes start to close. They kind of glow this whitish kind of hue as the magic kind of takes hold. Real quick interjection. It's gonna take a little bit longer, Connor. And for those who have to stay up, we'll top of the next round. After this round, we'll go ahead and close out. There's no point of staying up super late, and we'll pick it back up. And
maybe
Hopefully Morel will
Always
be,
Morello will be back.
or Logan. Yeah,
He's
if he
always
can come
fine.
back, we'll be like, "Sorry, bud, you're in a bad spot."
Yeah.
Connor, give him a cheeky surprise fireball.
No shit, I might. I very well might fireball this turn.
All right. Is that your turn?
That's a lot. I mean, it's more wolves than it's more
That's your
damage than he'll
turn, Zahir?
deal.
That is the extent of my turn, yeah.
Okay. Kind of seeing everybody doing what they're doing, Axel's going to dismount, and then he's going to just trudge through some of the snow, standing in front of his mount. He is going to, he's honestly just going, let's see. He's going to see that this one is blinded and just kind of like, nah, he's going to actually just shoot a bolt at this front one right in front of him.
He has a heart of gold, that axe off.
That is going to, Good job, Axoff. You fucked it up again, my friend. That's going to miss.
Buddy.
Can you just let him hit one of these times?
He did. He hit his first one.
He hit
Let
the
him
first
hit
one,
it,
yeah.
dog.
As
He
he,
did a good hit on the first one.
yeah, as he shoots
Oh,
the
let him
bolt,
cook.
as he shoots
Let
the
him
bolt,
cook.
this wolf kind of observing this whole space in front of him. He just kind of looks over last minute and ducks down, kind of sprawling out as the bolt shoots out and it sticks into the tree. Well, actually, the trajectory of that wouldn't work, but it sticks into a tree kind of in the farther off area.
I
And
like it, yeah.
he is going to sit there and just kind of be like, all right, well, we should probably protect these mounts if we want to live through the rest of this. As he's then now at this point, he sheathes, he throws his crossbow over, draws his sword, or sorry, his dagger, because he does not have a sword.
I tried to give the fucker
Anymore.
a sword, alright? I tried.
All right, now it's going to be the top of this turn here, for the big ones. This one's kind of snarling, goes like, nice try. As he's now going to.
Talk.
This one is just going to beeline it. Seeing that you're just igniting the surrounding area, these two are going to... Actually, here we go. Hold on. Yeah, we're actually going to... Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And then we have this one who's going to just kind of turn over a little bit. But it's going to be there. And then this one. Yeah, he's not going to be able to attack this turn, but he is just going to sprint straight up to Axoff into the here kind of area. Now, for these two wolves brushing over, as the one that kind of speaks out to Axoff, and as he starts to rush over, and the one that was kind of close to you in front of you, you see both of their mouths just kind of start to mist, and you can see the icicles start to form as one torrent of ice breath shoots across towards the front portion here. It is going to.
Damn.
I'll say that's gonna hit the ox there.
Well,
And
if it's from center, wouldn't it be to center as well?
well,
On
it's,
center too.
let's see, 5.
Although technically,
Well, so
like,
this is the thing though.
Technically, Connor and I are 5
they do.
feet.
This is the thing though, is like there is the footage rulers in here, but it's also 5 feet, which is squares, and they're technically 5, 10, 15 feet away from a square, and he's occupying that space, so it would
I
technically
guess,
still
yeah.
hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as one is going to go sidelong, it's going to hit Virden.
So
Sir
both
Den-
of them are doing breath attacks then.
Yes, it's gonna this one right here is going to shoot a breath attack. It's going to hit Virden, Sir Denric, and Stuart, and we'll go ahead and resolve that first. So go ahead and make Constitution saving throws for me, please. Or no, sorry, Dexterity saving throws.
Dexterity saving.
Come
throw.
on,
Let's
Stuart.
see.
Oh, there you go. Save. 2. Okay.
2.
That's a 3 for Stewart.
Holy shit, this
11.
He rolled well. Okay.
You need 2 of them. You need 2 of them, Todd. Yeah.
No, hold on.
Or do I only-
We're resolving one first. We're gonna resolve the first one. So this is the one that hits 3. That is going to be 28 points of cold damage.
Alright, what number? Because I got 17.
28 points of damage. So you take
14
hold on.
and 7.
Yeah, you take 7 because you have the ring. So you take 7. So Denric, you take 28 points of cold damage, unless you're using your shield,
Damn.
which is a reaction.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, you take 14 points of cold damage, and Stuart is going to just get blasted into the side here.
Stuart, no!
No. Sorry,
But
Stuart's
Stuart
down.
might fucking. Yeah. No shit, Stuart's down.
Yeah. So as he just
Not out.
as you jump out, and he gets smashed with this frigid frostbite cold breath as you all get hit. Yeah. So you take 7, Verdun. So Darren take 14. He rolled really well on his shit there. However, that is going to expend his breath weapon, which will be number 2.
Breath weapon number 2.
And then
breath weapon number 2.
and then he is going to use his.
Number 5.
And then now Virden and to Denric, another Constitution saving throw or Dexterity saving throw. I apologize. For the second attack.
Oh no. Right. Mine's 12.
Bastard.
That is just the DC you needed.
I just want to thank my mom. No, she already had her day. It's today, but it's enough.
So you pass, so that'd be 20 reduced to 10, reduced to 5, Virden, so 5 points
Okay.
of cold damage. So Denric, what is your save?
Another 11.
You will take 20 points of cold damage. You cannot half because you already used your reaction.
Yeah.
So you will take 20 with that. And then I want to say Winter Wolf 3, he does get a chance to recharge his breath weapon. He does not. And then Winter Wolf 1 has not done anything. However, Winter Wolf 3 is going to attack Morello. He is going to get advantage because he has pack tactics. That is going to be a 17 to hit, which I think is his armor class, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That is going to be 13 points of piercing damage. Oh, that's for me. I forgot. Sorry. 13. 13 points of piercing damage to him. And then he needs to make
Man's got
he needs
camo
to,
pants and
he needs to
horns.
make a strength saving throw.
Roll 19 plus 25.
25. He does manage to stay up as the larger one clamps into him, biting hard and then trying to drag him down. But Morello manages to wrench the mouth free off of his chest, pushing him back, which will then now bring us. That is all of them. That one did not get a turn. So Morello, you are up. Go ahead and do your thing.
Do you want to, just as an option, leave it here and let some relatives start at the top? If Logan's able to be here next time?
I would rather do it at the top of the turn.
Okay, sure.
So go ahead. Let's see what this man who's fast tracking his way to fighter cleric can do with this this class real quick. 2, 4. Yeah, he's this man. Bearden said, "Sorry, buddy." Yeah.
I was like this close to just fucking. You're dead.
Yeah, those
Cremate your body.
Yeah.
Well, is it my turn, Morello?
Yeah, Morello, go ahead.
Yes.
So, looking over his character sheet.
Honestly, bro, it's the last turn if you want to just swing a blade. It's not.
No, like he doesn't specify what runes he has for Rune Knight. So am I able to just choose which one I want? Because
No, he has Cloud and Giant, I'm pretty sure. He has Cloud and whatever the one that makes him big. And Cloud's the one that where you can deflect an attack, so.
No, Giant is a separate feature.
Okay, well,
It's Cloud and what else?
He has. I think he can only have one because he's a level 5, and so I think he can only have one.
Well, he apparently is.
No, you get rune options.
Honestly,
at
Todd,
level
I'm not gonna
3,
lie to
and
you,
it
bro. Do we want to end it here and let him do his rune attack? Because I mean, if you just want either
He
one,
probably should, because he actually understands what's going on.
yeah. And honestly, he's
and it lets him get out of the pickle he's kind of in.
that's true. I think if he was like 1v1ing a baby, then that'd be one thing. But I think since he's in a trifecta here, I think we should let him go ahead. We'll end it here, so that way he actually has a full agency for his turn. So, good idea, Connor. I should have realized a little bit more as to what was going on.
No, you're good.
Okay, well, yeah. So sadly, we gotta leave it on a cliffhanger here. But however, I mean, it's late as shit. We stuck it out. We have jobs, we have lives. So sadly, we cannot sit here and play D&D till 4 in the morning. But hopefully, one day we can. So we'll see. One day, maybe it's a possibility, maybe it's a reality. But for now, we appreciate you all for hanging out with us. We will be picking this up this upcoming Thursday. Should be back to the regular schedule as long as everything pans out the way that it should. But yeah, we'll go ahead and jump back into this next week. Hopefully nothing too crazy. We already got one ox down. People taking some hits, so hopefully we can go ahead and make. Hopefully we can go ahead and make everything. Well, hopefully the players can make something happen here. But anyway, until next time, we'll catch you later. Have a wonderful night, and peace out.
Take it easy.